Hey folks, how you doing? Hey Cliff. Hey Grace. I would love to see a live from your garden, Cliff, because I mean I've seen your garden. It's just beautiful. I do jerky, but not so much on tuna, because I usually do. I have done the ready-made tuna sandwiches, spread stuff. So I've never really been into lentils. Love, do you eat lentils? No, so not here. I have done rice, but I'm not a really big fan of rice due to the way I grew up. But we had a lot of rice growing up. We were really poor. But that's cool. Yeah, trying to get everything set up here. Get off that. Okay, there we go. I'm not much on rice, Rob. Sorry. Hey Jesse, thanks for coming. Yes, drops it has been, and thank you for coming as well. I'm not sure if you saw my post earlier. When I was talking to Grace. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going backpacking in a couple of weeks. Just trying to figure out. You guys might have some suggestions for me. I've got to be careful what I eat due to my allergies. I do some things already, but I'm just trying to figure out. It's just going to be me this year instead of just me and Ian. So I can pare down on the weight, but also it means I'm going to get care. That's going to change my class. Until he does, I can't do anything. Though I got to plan this if he's not going. I can understand that, Drops. I'm going up to Yellow River State Forest in northeastern Iowa. I'm not sure if you've been. I'll be there from the 3rd until the 11th. And yes, folks, this is my Pepsi, just trying to keep me from drinking it all at once. Doesn't get up with ice, so this is the only one I have. So I gotta make it last. I'm going up there from the 3rd to the 11th, and I got my trout license, so I'm ready to go trout fishing. So who knows? Maybe you guys can come up. I plan on picking up my campsite, which is still available tomorrow, and got my backpack ready. Got my base camp tent set up, ready to go. Got some other stuff. Jenny and Ian are going to be. Ian may be coming with me. He may not. He usually changes his mind at the last minute, so it's going to be interesting. I've got my backpacking fishing pole, my tackle box. I was debating on whether to take a lot of my bushcraft gear. I don't know if anybody else is going to be coming up and visiting or not, but I can have up to 6 people in my encampment. And there's only 3, Jenny, me, and Ian. She'll be there a couple days, but then she's got to go back to work. But I'll be there the entire week. Oh, got to see. There we go. I'm glad to hear that, Drops. Um, where's Where's Colo at? Um, Jenny and Ian were thinking about taking me to another place. Give me a second. Lake Arcaria near Coring. I'm not familiar with it, but Jenny wanted to go see her parents this weekend since she hasn't seen them in over a year. Okay. Never been there. We're going to do the Jenny thing for her mom and dad. That's just cool. They're nice people. Jenny's a lot like me, and in one way is that both our dads were Marines. Wow. Hey, J&J, how you doing? Thanks to you for coming. And since I may or may not see all the dads in the room, happy pre-Father's Day. I don't know if I want to do fishing because Ian likes fishing, or thrift shopping, or doing some archery or something. Oh, come on, people, come on. And if anybody's interested in coming up, please, please, you're more than welcome. I think he might too. He's a lot more of a fisherman than I am. That's why I want to do bow fishing so much, because that way it combines our interests. Hey, Howie. Oh man. Let's see here. Don't get charged. Let's see. I actually got pictures of how hot it was. That's Northeast, not Nebraska, by the way. What is quinoa, Grace? I'm not familiar with that. Huh? I've never heard of it, but Jenny has. I'm planning to pick up some new water shoes. That way I can, let my feet breathe when I'm in camp. I generally take the same route every year because it's not like a overly huge park, probably about 25 miles overall trails, and I plan on stretching that out through the whole week, along with some intermittent fishing trips, flea markets, and other things that I plan on going. Quinoa. Quinoa. Okay, I've still never heard of it. But like I said, Jenny has. Little rounds cook like rice. Well, like I said earlier, I'm not sure if you. Growing up, we didn't have a lot, and we had tended to eat a lot of rice every meal, and it was not something I looked forward to. I generally, if I would, I kind of cheat on the potatoes. I just get the just add water potato instant potatoes because those seem to work out really well. I just get the various kinds that I like. The baby reds is good, and home style and all that stuff. They work out really well. Just to make sure I pack out my trash, obviously. That's good. How? That's cool. I, uh, maybe. How long does it take to cook? So I generally try to get stuff that's like, if I just had hot water, I'm good to go. And since I use my Trangia stove a lot, I mean that's usually my preferred method of cooking. And I have my backup wood gas stove just in case. And I bring some other things. I can figure out a way to keep it from melting. I want to bring chocolate, but hey, Dark 30, how you doing? Just hanging out Thursday night. I'm just talking about some backpacking foods that I could possibly take with me on my trip coming up, and it's going to be interesting. Salmon berries and strawberries are full production. Okay, that's cool. Thank you, J&J. I really appreciate it. I've got just the Trangia and the wood gas stove. I don't like rocket boils or any of the canister stoves because they're just too much stuff to bring. I mean, I got my little alcohol stove and I'm happy. Glad to hear it, Dark. I mean, I paid like $15 for mine off of Wish. It's just a knockoff, transient knockoff. I need to get a better one, but it is what it is. Um, I bring my coffee and my sugar because I got to have coffee in the morning. And if I get at least enough for do the breakfast burrito idea with the breakfast skillet from Mountain House, which really, by the way, make awesome breakfast burritos. Um, then light snack at lunch when you're on the trail, and big meal at the end of the day. Because what you guys don't know about the Yellow River, they only have 4 main camp sites, backpacking sites. Heffron's Hill. I got to look it up now. Let's see if I can get that to come up. That's the camera. That's not the one I want. Okay. Uh, well, let's see here. Let's see here. There's Heffron's Hill. Come on, zoom in. I can't get the zoom in. Oh, Camp John Schultz, Camp Glen Wendell, and another one. Where are you? Oh, Brown's Hollow. Yeah, there it is. Those are the 4 that I go to. And then there's the little campsite, which I, might call my base camp. Pancakes. I thought about bringing pancakes, but to be honest, I've never been a fan of pancakes in normal life. I feel like they taste like sponges, but that's an idea. I've seen the stoves, Rob. It's just the fact is that little stove there comes with a canisters this big, and then once it's empty, you have to let it back out. Mine, I have my well, actually, I got them in my everyday carry bag. I can show you. It's not much, but it's mine. This is my stove right here. Hey, Mike. Hey, Daniel. Thank you for coming. This is my wood gas stove. There's not much to it. I generally put my my alcohol stove inside here. Right now, I just got my camping cup. It's actually pretty cool. Let's see. But my stove is actually in here. I know. Still not a fan of them. This is my stove. As you can see, it's well used. I carry it with me to wherever I go. Along with, my kettle, my MSR kit, handle for my stuff. Sorry to hear that. Does anybody see if I'm buffering? Let me know if I am. Definitely, Dark 30, definitely. Just for those people who have known, I picked up this right here along with the rest of this for $7. It was all included in this kit. And it's all MSR. $7 for all this. And that's, while it may be considered heavy, it's still really cool. Cool, Drops. Thank you. Completes. Okay, explain completes. I'm not familiar. Okay, thanks, everybody. Now, this one right here, I wish I could get a new one before I went, but as you can see, this is really well up. It's not even a real one. It's just one of those fake transients, but it works. And let's see here. And for those people who say, oh, you run out of fuel and everything else. This is full of denatured alcohol. 550 milliliters. Hey, Jeff, long time see. No see, brother. Yes, I dare you, Cliff, to bring out your stoves. I've only got two of the backpacking variety. I have a propane gas stove and another stove that Johnny got me that I'm planning on taking with me as well. But that's going to be my base camp stove because it's just too heavy to carry. Then I got my water filter. I plan on bringing this with me just because. My regular water bottle. I do have a hydration pack on my backpack that I carry. It's a 3 liter. My twig stove is. Where did I put it? Yeah, this is my twig stove. This is my twig stove. It's a wood gas stove that my cup. No, I think I got this upside down. My wood gas stove. And there's the top. That's all there is. I've got two with me. I carry with me everywhere. Okay. I have to look at those. If you have a link for them, let me know. I'll definitely look them up because I'll be heading out on the 3rd of July. So I'll be up there that day and 4th of July. It's got to be on your end, Daniel, because everybody else is saying I'm fine. Oh, okay. Thank you, Grace. I didn't know. I generally carry Mrs. Dash when it comes to spices on the trail because I don't do salt because it's for my heart. And let me see that one here. Oh yeah, I've had those before, but it's just a lot of they are high in salt. I have a Billy can right next to me, but I am giving it up. Right here. I'm giving this one to Evan. And this is a really nice one too. See? Almost like a signaling device. It's also got a flashlight in. I'm going to make sure that I got the handle with it. So, Cliff, I mean, a lot of my gear is the stuff I use all the time. So, good. Good, Daniel. So, what do you, I mean, Rob, I know you carry your micro stove and everything. Cliff probably got every stove on the sun. Yeah, that's why a lot of the stuff I make, I actually don't use sodium at all. Mrs. Dash is your friend, Jeff. Pepper is what I prefer. I actually grew up without a lot of salt generally due to the fact my little sister had a kidney disorder. And so my mom had to make everything salt free. So I learned to love pepper. Oh, Cliff, you could always do an overnight in your backyard after work. You said you were going to do a live in your back in your garden. Uh, I can't eat things 100% plain, Jeff. I wish I could, but no. It's just like I will cook trout, but I must have butter, and I use canola oil over vegetable oil or anything else. Have you tried restarting the screen, Daniel? Hey, Don, thank you for coming. Hey, Sean. Don. Well, thing is, I for one bottle will last me all week when I'm backpacking. So, also you can get the big bulk jars and stuff like that. Actually, I do have another stove. I just remembered it since you just mentioned it, and you will remember it when I pull it out. I actually use this one with my alcohol stove. Doesn't look like much, does it? Let's see if I get this thing to work here. Especially upside down. All right, I'm doing it wrong here. I'm doing it upside down is what I'm doing wrong. No, hey Scott, thanks for coming. No, that's understandable, Scott. It happens. Just be safe, take care, and catch me at another time. Yeah, there you go. See? I guess you could put little twigs in there if you wanted to, but I just put my stove in here like that. Works fine. This one actually, we did. Ian and I found out this is an old Boy Scout version. I had two of these. Thank you, Don. I really appreciate it. Just right now, I'm trying to get kind of hyped up about my backpacking trip that's coming up in a couple of weeks. See how many? Get my dates here. Be heading out in 2 weeks from Saturday. Well, I mean, it's not much. I didn't paint it. It's the color it came in. Um, it works really well. I mean, I guess you could put twigs in here if you wanted to use it that way, but I don't like it getting too hot. And it folds flat. This is the bonus. I did do one minor, I altered this little underneath. Oops, sorry, can't really see it. Underneath here, there's a little bump that was in here. I just hammered it down to fit the bottom of my transia. It works out really well, and it's really, really strong. You can handle a cast iron skillet, a folding skillet. I don't know if I wanted to try using a Dutch oven on it or anything like that, but it handles a lot of pans. I have not planted anything in the garden because they've been having me work 9 to 10 hours a day, and last couple of weeks we've been 6 days a week. Look at the plant. You just needed water. I could use small brush, but the thing is, that's why I got this one here, because this one is a wood gas stove. You put small twigs in here. I mean, it doesn't take long. You see the bed ports right through here. And also, another bonus, you can put this right there and still use that in here too. But it does make it awfully tall. It's just an idea. Definitely, definitely. But I'm getting better. We just have so much stuff at the warehouse and not enough people. Hey, Cecilia, how you doing? Thank you for coming. I'm just talking about my trip that's coming up in a couple weeks. Going backpacking again. I do this every year, same time of year. I've got one stove, my stand, my wood gas stove. That's pretty much it. I do most of my cooking in this, and I do add a folding camp skillet. I do bring a cast iron for the base camp because I like cast iron when I make trout and stuff like that. But this thing is durable. It's like nobody's business. It's got my kettle in there. It's got a pot in there. It's got a pot. The only thing I don't have is a skillet. That's cool. We are taking things. Jenny decided that we're going to be paying for one more month on the storage unit to give us a little bit more time. We have internet here, air conditioning here, and it was over 100 here, and the house was still cool when I got home. Cheers, all. What's up, Cup? Hey, Harvey. When are you going to show us some more? I will give you a chance. I do have a new bow, Harvey, if you didn't know. I got a new survival longbow. It's the Survival Archery Systems Atmos Survival Longbow. It's 55 pounds. Got let's see, cast aluminum riser and fiberglass limbs. Only thing I don't like it is the Dacron string it came with, but it works. I'm, planning my backpacking trip. I'm just trying to figure out if there's anything else I can do besides the normal stuff I've been doing for the last couple of years. Thank you, Cecilia. I really appreciate it. And just let you know, this is Pepsi. I'm down to my last bottle of soda, so I got to stretch it for my live stream tonight. I do have some really cool gear, I guess. Like I was showing earlier. For water purification, I got my Titan hiker. I've got my fire kit, which is in here. This is my possibles pouch. Hey, Blake. Let's see here. See if I can get some people to come up. Thank you. I'm not sure, how very many people have seen that, but I got this at the Ren Fair last month, and it's got some cool stuff in here. I got my Fire Striker and my Hudson Bay tin. I've got my compass and a really nice piece of church or flint. I'm not sure which. I'm going to have to send this one with the other thing I plan on doing. If I can figure out the way to get signal out on the trail, I may do my little giveaway then. I just got to figure out where on the trail I can get signal. Yes, we are. We have Extreme Internet by Mediacom. Since you can tell, no hesitation, no stuff like that. So if anybody's interested in coming up, please do. Okay, I will make sure to look that one up. I would love to be able to shoot. We got home. It's 102 out. Yeah. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Yeah, my canteen, my cup. I do have a canteen cup. Actually, I don't think I've ever showed you guys this. This Army issue. Gotta love it. This one's actually predates me because the good ones were aluminum, but this is plastic. But this canteen cup, much bigger, handles much nicer. I got this one. I got some of my other World War II gear. That's perfectly fine, Cecilia. Anytime you want to come up is a good thing. Not taking this one with me on my backpacking trip because it's just not necessary. I had some other stuff I also have some water purification tablets. I want to get a Sawyer squeeze, but since I've got that, I don't really need it. Not yet, anyway. And I only backpack during the summer. Never done any winter camping, at least not on purpose. Have been stuck out overnight, or not something I'd rather do again. And I was homeless back before I met my wife for a while. Cecilia, you're fine. Oh, time for a refill. Well, you're a lot. Well, Rob, it's just the fact is that every time I've been homeless and had to live out of my car, I've never been without a job, which is really freaky. Now, if anybody really wants to support me, apply for the Pepsi Fund. I would greatly appreciate that. That's all the Pepsi I got left. This backwards. You don't know what you're missing, Jeff. It's a lot of fun. But I will say this year is going to be a challenge for me, not just because I'm older, not just because I'm fatter. It's the fact is last year I wasn't allowed to walk like I usually do. I used to walk 6 to 8 miles at work and another 2 to 4 after work down to the library until Jenny could pick me up. I understand, Cecilia. One of these days, Rob and I are going to be get together and do some more fishing. But I will admit that him, his son, and my son are a lot better fishermen than I am. I actually just fish to catch fish. I don't care what I get. I don't go for anything in particular. Oh, I understand that too, Jeff. But the reason I actually picked up backpacking is because of my ticker. And it actually helps me keep my weight down. I actually get my tests done for my heart and everything after I get done from a backpacking trip. I generally lose 10 to 15 pounds, and my blood pressure is really low, and all this other stuff just because I backpack. Hey, well, um, my big ones are probably going to be about that big, unless it's a bass. And, I like catching bass. But next in 2 weeks I'll be catching trout and some bass if I'm lucky. Well, that's okay, Will. Okay, Jeff, just to show you something. Let me see if I got that map. Oh yeah, there it is. Let me show you something here. Okay, this is where I backpack. I'm gonna see if I can make it bigger. A second. What I do when I backpack this place, I camp down in the Little Paint Campground, which is up in here, number 5, and I backpack the trails past the overlooks, the Little Paint Campground, go to Camp Glen Window first, spend the night, follow the trail down to John Schultz, spend the night. Unless I'm in a real big mood, then I will definitely keep on going until I get down to here. And there's water there, and I can fish there and catch trout, whatever. A 53-pound flathead. Grace is, Daniel is a good archer, but garlic is good for your heart. Yeah. Okay, so I think Mrs. Dash has got garlic in it. I'd have to look it up. Let's see here. Just trying to figure out where it's at. I can't find it. Okay, so see, I'm trying to find it. So yeah, it's got no garlic. It's got garlic powder, if that counts. It's okay. I understand. Mrs. Dash has garlic in it. Yep. Um, I do drink a lot of drink mixes while I'm out on the trail, mainly ones with electrolytes in it, intermixed with my water and my coffee. I don't drink a lot of Pepsi when I'm out on the trail because, one, I can't carry it with me. Probably one of the reasons why I lose weight. Well, it's kind of hard to keep fresh ingredients on the trail, Cecilia. I don't do cross country hiking, Grace, if I can help it. I've done it. I'm not a fan, uh, but I generally do the trails. I wish Jenny could join me, but she's got bad ankles. Though I do think she would really like it with a hammock. That way she's not sitting on the ground. Yep, sorry. Let me close this off. Jenny wears braces on her ankles from time to time. Um, Not recently, lately though. She's been really good with her ankles ever since her last surgery. That was here? Where? Physical therapy. Oh, physical therapy. I prefer ground sleeping, Rob. And just the fact is, I tried sleeping in a hammock once. I just couldn't get comfortable, especially since I'm a side sleeper. Oh, here comes Cecilia. Hey, Cecilia, how you doing?
I'm good, darling. I'm gonna have to jump in because unfortunately, StreamYard on my computer will not.
Say it again.
I have to jump in between. Hold on.
Okay. Still definitely amazing, Will. The house is beautiful. Um, the history, you can feel the history of this place.
Sorry, this is only my second time getting on StreamYard, so bear with me. StreamYard on my end here won't let me see. It lets me see the comments, but it doesn't allow me to type comments. So
Okay. Okay. There is a trick that I do that actually helps. You can pop out the chat on the YouTube side and overlay it on the StreamYard side where you could see the chat and type in and comment as well.
okay,
I do that all the time. So I have to. Even though I can type in StreamYard myself, I still use the YouTube side to comment, keep up with the chat.
unfortunately, my computer is really, really old. Doesn't allow me to do a lot of stuff. So
I'm sorry, but I mean, you're here. Thank you for coming.
no problem, darling. What I was mentioning with garlic. Uh,
Right.
garlic. I had a stroke. I didn't have a heart attack. I had a stroke where part of my left side is so. I
Right.
also broke the arm, which has not healed after 2 years.
Mm,
Um, so on the left side, I have to wear a brace every time I go out. You can actually find them in discount stores. Uh,
right.
leg braces for whatever part of the body that you need. And the one that I use is for the ankle. Uh, otherwise, it feels like wearing like having a very bad sprained ankle 24/7. So there are
Ooh,
braces you can get, and it's Velcro, so you tighten it to
yeah.
however you might
Jenny's
need.
got several of those due to the fact that um, she shattered her ankle and shin when she was younger. Then she tore ligaments. She stretched ligaments. She's had 3 or 4 surgeries on the same ankle.
I ripped the plantaris muscle on the left leg.
Um, I would ask her exactly what she is, but she's in the other room at the moment. But yeah, everything I know about ankles and stuff like and ankle problems come from her. My ankles actually are pretty solid, which is really funny. But I like to hike and walk a lot.
Hey, my ankles used to be great. I used to wear 5 and 6 inch heels. Forget about it now. Now it's flats and a walker.
Well, no showing off, Cecilia. Because
Hey, if
I
you
know I
ever,
couldn't walk in 6 inch heels. I would kill myself.
well, I always said, if you ever look at Tina Turner's legs,
Oh yeah,
that's
she's
how
got
my
some awesome
legs,
legs.
yeah, that's how my legs used to look like before I ruptured the plantaris. Now
Oh
forget it.
yeah, I can understand that.
But tell your wife, put the braces on, walk. I put the braces on. Well, I put on several braces on different parts of the body. Take my walker, go out and walk. Don't just because something happened, don't give up. Do as well as you can for the situation that you're in.
Oh yeah, definitely. Um, that's what I. That's why I haven't stopped going backpacking. I mean, it's just something. Backpacking for me is not necessarily what people think is long walks. Me, it's just an everyday hike. Is a everyday walk for me. Just carrying a backpack and camping at the end. So I take my time. I'm not sure if you saw my original picture I used for my logo before I actually got the one I have now. And it's something. It was a sloth who says, "When I get there, I'll get there when I get there," or something like that. I can't remember, but it's
It's not getting there, it's the journey to get there. You enjoy
exactly,
it.
exactly. It's. I mean, it's the process. I don't care how long it takes. I'll get there when I get there. And if I happen to stop for a couple of days, that's my choice. I'm not in a hurry. I'm there for basically decompressing because the outdoors is, that's what helps me decompress. There's no self-service out there, with exception of a few minor areas. So that's one of the things I'm going to try to do is see if I can find a spot I can get some service where I can actually have a live stream. Don't know if it'll work, but it doesn't hurt to try. Maybe do my giveaway then. Who knows? That'd be kind of cool.
Now,
But
have you ever? Sorry.
Go ahead.
Have you ever tried doing a fermented garlic with honey?
No, I don't do a lot of garlic, with the exception if I'm making spaghetti, because that's my main thing I usually make is spaghetti. I don't like garlic salt. I prefer garlic powder, just because I don't like salt in general. When I found Mrs. Dash, that was like the most awesome thing ever.
Well, if you have high blood pressure or hypertension, salt can be a killer.
Oh yeah.
So I stay away from that. But every once in a while, you got to have the French fries, and you got to have the salt on the French fries. Otherwise, it's not the same thing.
No, it's not. I try to go easy on the salt stuff if I can. I mean, I don't put salt on anything at home at all. Wait. No, I lied. There's one item I do put salt in, and that is potato soup. But that's it.
But your body also needs a certain amount of salt in your body. So
that's why I do the Mountain House meals for breakfast, and then I do my trail mix and my jerky, and see what else, my cereal bars throughout the day, as well as dried fruit, lots of water, and drink mixes with electrolytes. But I have my coffee in the morning. That's my big thing. Because, oh man, cannot start a day or end a day without coffee. I just love the taste of it. Sorry, I'm paying attention to the chat too. If I could show you how to do this, I think you should be able to do it with your computer. Because I'm using a laptop myself. Unfortunately, mine's a older gaming model that belonged to my wife before she upgraded.
Mine's a 2014 gaming one.
Mine's an Asus. I'm not sure what year it is. Probably about.
That's
pretty
what
close.
I got also.
Yeah, I've got an Asus. I got an Asus. Which kind is it? My wife knows which kind this is because I don't remember. But it's an Asus. It's a nice one. But it works for me. Let's see. French fried taters. I do like bringing. Well, Grace actually mentioned the hash browns in a container, in a carton. I've seen those. I think I'm going to try those this year, as long as there's not a lot of salt in them. Reese suggests garlic salt. I mean, I still find garlic salt salty. Is that normal or is that just me?
If you don't use a lot of salt in your cooking, if you're going to use garlic salt afterwards, you're going to taste the salt. Your taste buds adjust.
Yeah, I guess, like I said earlier, my family, my little sister had a kidney disorder, so my mom started making all of the meals without salt. So that's what I got used to. So I don't add a lot of salt to anything. I prefer pepper. And then I found Mrs. Dash, which has all those things without the salt, which I'm really happy with. Jeff says garlic salt is heavy in salt, so no garlic salt. Okay, I don't even like peach ice cream, Blake, and you're making me hungry for it. I'm not sure if you. I'm not sure what you can see in the chat. You do have. So, by the way, I'm gonna say it one more time. Thank you for coming up. I really appreciate it.
Hey, anytime, anytime.
And
Right now, I'm actually trying to make bread. It's on the rise right now.
what kind?
Just regular white bread. And I've been trying different recipes, and unfortunately, a lot of recipes that you see out there, they're made for a family or 2 or 3 loaves, and I'm by myself, so I'm constantly adjusting it so that I'm making bread for one person
Right.
because I'm not using any preservatives or anything else. So it only will last a couple of days before it starts to go because it's all
Right.
natural.
Jenny makes a really good banana bread, and she also does an Irish soda bread, which is also really, really good. Which actually goes really, really well with my Irish stew that I make.
I'm still trying to catch up on all your videos. Has Jenny made a video of the soda bread?
No, she has not. She is not much on making videos. I've been asked. She's going to be making a couple because I asked her to. One of her meatloaf, and I'm going to ask her about the Irish soda bread because actually, give me a moment. I will be right back, and you can ask her yourself, and she can answer you herself. Be right back.
Reese, are you Portuguese by any chance?
No, I'm not.
No, Reese,
Oh,
and welcome. Reese said, I make Portuguese sweetbread. Yum yum. Actually, it is yum yum. I haven't mastered that yet, but then I've never baked. I've only started baking in the last year. I just usually go over to the Portuguese bakery and pick up what I want there.
yeah. But here she is, Cecilia.
Hello.
Hello, darling.
So,
Colin says you make some awesome bread.
yeah.
And the soda bread. And I was wondering, is it possible that you could make a video of it and how you make it? Because I've only started making bread in the last year, so I'm always looking for some good recipes.
Yeah, I could probably do that.
I can set up my camera, and you could, run through it, or I can, walk with you as you do it. You could talk.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that.
I'll just ask questions along the way.
Okay.
She
Yeah.
makes an amazing Irish soda bread.
I haven't made it in a while.
Well, we haven't had a place to bring it.
Yeah, I really do baking in a while. So, you bet. I'll do it.
Oh,
Thank you.
video.
Oh, he's all excited now. Okay.
Now, here's the question. Post it on your channel or mine?
Yours.
Okay.
Put it on his, of course.
Okay. It'll be a collab with you and me.
Yep.
You make it, I eat it.
What is it with the neighbors and fireworks? It's not even the 4th of July yet.
Couple more weeks.
They're practicing.
Jenny
Apparently.
also is a award-winning baker in 4-H here in Iowa. So
Why are you hiding your talents, girl?
I'm not.
yes, she is. It's
I know.
right here. Sorry,
No, I'm not.
it's right there. I earned this.
No, because a lot of the recipes that I see, they're for families, for people that have 4 or 5 people. So trying to find a channel that makes smaller amounts that you can use.
Yeah.
I plan on picking her up some new cast iron loaf pans, where she can make some more individual small loaf bread, bread loaves.
Yeah.
She makes a really good banana bread too.
Colin, Jenny has her own channel.
But
I don't use it.
she only uses the pipe in and talk to me on my channel.
Yeah.
She doesn't actually post. When she needs to do anything, she does it through me.
I'm not into the whole posting thing. I'm not a YouTuber. I'll watch videos on it. I just don't post.
She's come to my chat room several times.
Yeah, only when he has to make a bathroom run.
She's my perpetual co-host.
Yeah. Well, the perpetual co-host is going to go back and watch a movie.
No, hon, I could use the restroom.
Okay, fine.
Hey, that's the people talking.
Oh.
Hey, Sean. Sean just came in. Hello.
Hi, Sean. Well, I don't really use the YouTube channel.
Well, I would like to. Unfortunately, my camera decided that it was going to die. Most of the stuff that I had been doing prior was posted on Facebook.
Hello, everyone that's saying hi to me.
Hey, 55 Farm.
Oh, I like to experiment with cooking, but you know, my husband and my son are not foodies. They could care less.
Really?
Yeah. They like the home style cooking, like meatloaf and all that stuff.
The meat and potato type deal, right? Nothing more
Oh,
fancier than that?
Yeah, pretty much.
You know what? Just what my mom used to say is a meal would be placed in front of you, eat it, or that's it.
Oh yeah, my parents all the time, eat or starve.
Or you don't get up until it's done.
Or I don't get up until it's done. And my nemesis is stewed tomatoes. I cannot eat them at all.
Mine's Brussels sprouts or cooked spinach. I like fresh spinach, not cooked.
Yeah. Okay. Colin's back.
Okay, my love.
To answer your question, Grace, could I not make a larger batch and freeze it? Usually when I make a large batch of bread, I have a neighbor who happens to love my homemade bread. So
Hey,
it goes
Sean.
to her. And freezer space is
At a premium.
limited. Yes. It's holding the meat right now that I have gotten
Don't
on
worry.
sale before it goes into canning.
Actually, I've got something you might be getting a kick out of, Cecilia. Okay, do you have cast iron?
I have some cast iron frying pans. I still have to collect the other stuff. Oh, that is awesome.
This is one of my thrift shop finds.
Yeah, you find some good stuff. Unfortunately, when you live in the city, finds like that are very few and very far in between.
That's
It's
how much I paid for it.
$5.
$5.
Okay,
I've been
Colin, I'm
offered
sending you
$100
$5. Okay.
No, I've been offered $100 for it. I will not get rid of it. This when I do my reenactments by myself, I take my tent. This is what I cook in pretty much all week. It holds 1 can of soup, a little beef stew type of stuff.
Okay, Colin, I should give you a list of the items that I'm looking for so you can keep an eye out. Everything is still closed down up here. And even the thrift stores, it's not, you really, because I'm in the city, you don't get good finds like cast iron or camping or hunting stuff. You get old pots and pans, or mainly it's clothes, not much of anything else.
Well, if you guys want me to keep an eye out for stuff, I will keep an eye out. I just need a list. I can't guarantee if I'm going to find them or when I'm going to find them, but I will keep an eye out. I've found, this is one of my favorite finds, by the way. I actually have 2 bean pots, 1 actual Dutch oven, 5, 3 or 4 of the 3-inch, number 3 frying pans, which 2 are Griswolds. 1 Griswold was $2. The number 3 Griswolds was $2 because it had a portrait on the bottom of the pan, which I
No, I
cried.
got a couple of years ago. My daughter got me a Dutch oven. Unfortunately, I had moved out of this house, and when I moved back in, I had some issues with the movers, and they kind of helped themselves to all of my good stuff. And since that was still in the original box, it never made it back into the house. So right now, I'm trying to collect what was had
There's
found
actually
legs and walked away.
there's a guy here in Iowa that restores cast iron. He buys it and restores it and then sells it again. I don't know if he has anything like I got, but I can keep an eye out for it. Like I said, I don't. I mean, I do a lot of antiques shopping and thrift store shopping that places that have multiple floors and places you always look in the corners. You never know what people will leave in the corners.
Sean, your thrift stores have opened? Because down here they're still closed. We're on a very slow opening.
Where are you at again, Cecilia?
I'm in Toronto. I'm in the near the heart of the city of Toronto.
Okay, we Iowa. I'm sorry to say, I'm even further south than you are, by a long shot. Though I will say this, I am jealous about one thing, Cecilia, about where you live.
What?
My favorite TV show was filmed there, and I never got to see it in person. Green Arrow was filmed in Toronto.
Oh, actually, my house a few years ago. I can't remember who the stars were. An African American actor, and they were filming on the street. They actually rented a house 4 doors down to film,
That's
and
cool.
they actually used the front of my house for part of the scenery.
Oh, that's cool. Yes, well, Arrow was an amazing show. I was very sad when Stephen Amell said he had to step away, but I understood why. He wanted to help. He wanted to raise his daughter more one-on-one than part-time. Let's see here. Oh, give me a second. One more thing. I gotta go see if I can find it.
Yeah, no, unfortunately, most of the thrift stores here in the city, what you basically find is clothing, some old secondhand books, some candle holders, some odd silver stuff. There's not really much for picking. If you really want to get anything decent, you have to actually leave the city in order to find it. We have one Salvation Army down on Queen near Lansdowne, and unfortunately, not much of a selection in there at all. Mind you, I did find at one time an old canteen, a whiskey canteen.
That's cool.
But again, that took legs and walked away too.
This is the one I found with the painting on the back. It was painted over this. It's a. Oh, sorry, Griswold number 5.
Nice.
$2. But some of our best ones we found were at garage sales and stuff like that. I understand that thrift stores are shut down. Are there any yard sales?
Yard sales are very few and far between. The local church here has a sale twice a year that they do, but they haven't done it because of what's happening. And also, they're just below Dundas from me. They're usually at the end of the summer. All the residents in about a 6-mile block radius, they do like a community yard sale. But yard sales are not really a thing up here. Before, long time ago, and that's where I picked up a lot of my stuff. I would go to yard sales, estate sales, moving sales. Now a lot of it doesn't happen around here. The biggest thing right now is curbside.
Oh, I've actually picked up two really good things curbside. Oh, actually multiple. Just last week, we got a coffee table here. I'm not sure if you guys can see it really well. That coffee table right there. That stand over there. We got a whole bunch of planters and stuff we're going to use for our garden when we get to actually have time to sit down and do stuff. We've got another weed eater, a lawnmower, a few other things. So, yeah.
Well,
Oh,
sorry.
Go ahead.
Well, around here, I live in an area that's sort of up and coming, but it's still considered a poor area. A lot of people, what they do is they don't want something, they put it out on the lawn, and then
Do they advertise it or on the
no,
curb? Or
they
no?
just put it on the lawn, and that you pass by. I actually got this. It's actually from my neighbor because the downstairs tenant. It's a rooming house type deal. Um, they moved out and they had these on rollers. It's sort of like 4 drawers, but on a roller, and it's
Right.
made out of cloth.
That's nice.
And just about 10 houses down, there's a house that built like a little box, and they put like books. And so if you want, you take a book, put a book.
Oh, they call them little libraries here.
Okay,
They're all over. They're all
and
over the
they
place.
and they just did because the little library is really small. They put out a box with all DVDs, all different kinds. Because we had a store that we used to be called Blockbuster, and it was a place
Oh, I
that
remember
rented.
Blacklist.
Yeah, and they just put out a box of very nice DVDs.
We Jenny, Ian, and I love going to yard sales, curbside pickup stuff, and all that kind of stuff. Is we actually found a 1953 Fred Bear left-hand 20-pound recurve in near mint condition on the curb because someone had thrown it out. Hey, Evan, thanks for coming. It just the things that people throw away. I mean, if we would have had the space, we could have had a complete patio furniture set that someone had thrown out. But these guys with these big pickups with the big beds in them, they were getting there before we were, and we were getting there after work and after all the good stuff was already mostly gone.
Yeah, like I said, unfortunately, my area is not, it's not a rich area. It's
Oh, yeah, I've never been a rich person in my entire life. I grew up poor,
no,
and
actually, the rich areas, that's the areas you want to go on garbage day. I
oh, that's what we
remember
did.
I remember many years ago. Um, I used to hold down 2 jobs, and one of them was driving for a pizza company. And while I was driving around and I was working in the rich area, you should have seen some of the finds, but unfortunately, my car was small. I couldn't get what I would like to. But if you really want to find some good things, go
Right.
to the areas where the rich people live on their garbage day, because
That's where Jenny and
they're
I
the
went to last week because we had people driving around in Lexuses and the like. And Evan unfortunately made a unfortunate pun in the chat. He said,
Hey,
"Hey,"
Evan.
he said, "Hey, Will and Grace." I don't think he understood the reference.
You mean the TV show?
Yep. I think he's a little pre that. He's only 16. I don't think you've seen it.
You might have seen it on reruns.
Yeah. But this is one of my yard sale finds.
Ooh, nice.
Just simple bamboo flute. Got a really rich tone, though. Paid $1 for it. I take it backpacking with me. It's one of the
John,
non-essential essentials.
you're talking to the queen of broke. Ever since I had to stop working because of my last break, it has been very difficult to live. So understand. Hold on a second.
Okay. Oh, I'm not sure if you really want to hear. Let me hear a tune yet, Sean. It took me a while to get my lip back in order to learn how to play again. And like I told you before, I don't read music or anything. I play by ear. And there's just one song that I do know that I made myself. But this is like I said, I even when I go shooting my bow or go to reenactments, I carry this with me in my quiver. The most non-essential archery item ever. You would hear the pitch? Okay. That's it. Nothing fancy. It works. Yeah, I mean it's got some stained stuff on there. It needs a new shellacking, obviously. New the seal's coming off, but it's bamboo. It works. You can see the bamboo part right there. Paid $1 for it. That is really freaking cool, Evan. No, I mean. Yeah, that's all I know. I wrote that one myself, so that's it. Thank you, Evan. I paid $1 for it. I really used to have this really nice Irish flute, 3-piece Irish flute in key of D. It was rosewood. It was beautiful. One of my ex-wives decided that she didn't like the sound of it and tossed it out when I was gone. So yeah, so that's the only one I have right now. It works, and I carry it with me. It doesn't cost me an arm and a leg, and it sounds decent. If you guys hear pops and bangs and stuff in the background, that's because people are letting off fireworks. That's true, Sean. It is a life item. I mean, it's sometimes I play just for the sake of playing. Like I said, it's not much of an item, but it's what I like. Jenny doesn't play any instruments. Ian used to play drums and xylophone, but he gave that up. I think because he started getting embarrassed about it. But to me, this is cool. It's a little warped. Tone's still good though. I just got to work on my fingers. Arthritis doesn't help. But I know Sean plays the drums. Evan plays the ocarina, which is really cool, by the way. That is a skill I don't know how to do. I am hardworking poor. I work my butt off and get nowhere. But as I was, telling people earlier, in a couple of weeks I'll be going backpacking. With a few suggestions from Grace and others, I am going to be taking some stuff with me. The hash brown suggestion, I'll definitely look into that, Grace. I'll still do my instant potatoes because it works for me. The sandwich tuna thing, I'm not sure if you've ever seen that. Sandwich bread in a packets. While not the best, you don't have to refrigerate it as much. Hey, it's an instrument, Grace. That's all that matters. I tried in high school, or no, sorry, grade school, to play the trombone. I failed. Tried the drums. I failed. Picked up the flute just because I wanted to play it. I have a friend of mine. She is a professional. She was in the Navy band and everything. And she's actually the fluting fairy at Fair. So she actually has more flutes than I can count.
Sorry about that.
There's nothing to be sorry about. Life happens.
No, it was my pharmacist. She's very nice. On her way home, she just brings over my medications.
That is a very cool pharmacist. She sounds like she's more of a friend than just a pharmacist.
Yeah, she is more of a friend. It's been, 27 years that I've known her?
Then she is a friend. She's not just your pharmacist anymore.
No, she's my pharmacist / friend. I gave her actually a merengue plant. I had gotten some seeds and I planted them. So she has some health issues herself. So I gave her a merengue plant, and we were just talking to see, it's the first time her growing it. So giving her some ideas on how to do it.
Well, that's cool. I'm not sure you missed it because I actually played my flute while you were gone.
No, actually, I heard everything. I just took my mic out.
What'd you think?
Hey, not bad. For someone who doesn't do it professionally, not bad.
Yeah, that last song was mine. I made that song. No one else has that song. It's my song. I don't have a name for it, but it's my song. I usually,
you know what? Why don't you record it and use it as your intro music?
Because it's the little part that you heard. That's all there is. There is no.
Do a couple of repeats.
Nah. I don't know. I'll think about it. No promises though.
I'm not good, but my husband, before he passed away, loved playing drums, so I bought him a drum set. But every once in a while, I try it.
Sean, North for Preparedness, he's a drummer. I could never read music. I mean, I'm dyslexic in a major way, and I've tried reading music, and all the little dots bounce, and I don't like that. So I just listen to what I can and play what I can, and my son gets embarrassed by when I start to play. Sean said, I used to pay my rent and bills from teaching. My day job boss asked one time why I wasn't cashing his checks. He's probably making more money as a teacher.
Probably.
Wow, Tamara. My flute, I'm not sure if you've seen this one. Tamara, this is all I play. It's nothing fancy. I was thinking about picking up a tin whistle because it's smaller, but I don't like the tone. It's the only thing I don't like. I like the richer, deeper key of D is what I prefer. But you
Well,
know, I
I've
can
got
tell
a
you if something's
Fender
off pitch,
guitar.
though. Sorry for interrupting. What?
Sorry, I interrupted you. I have a Fender electric guitar. That's something that I'm thinking of trying to play.
You have okay. Now here's a really interesting fact you probably didn't know. My dad had a Fender guitar and a Fender amp, and both items are still in my family. The reason why I don't have them because I am not a guitar player, and it would be a waste of a perfectly good instrument to have it in my possession. When there's a person who actually got the guitar is an actual musician.
Well, no, I have the Fender guitar plus the amp. I
My dad got
unfortunately
his back in
I
'63.
I just don't have the cord to connect the guitar to the amp.
Those are fairly common, but you can use a modern one and still get by. Um, I don't know about the actual originals or anything like that, but that's out of my area of expertise.
No, again, it was something my husband wanted to get into. He was into drums and wanted to get into guitar, and he bought the guitar, and then years later we end up getting the what you call it? God, I can't think. The amp. So unfortunately, um, he passed away before he actually got to use it. So in the beginning, it was more of it belonged to him, and just couldn't get rid of it.
Right, I can understand that. Tamara says she didn't have the fingers for the piano, but she wanted to learn how to play anyway.
Well, that's one thing my husband did have. There is a keyboard that you can plug into your computer that you can actually play piano with. Now, I don't know if I still own that piece, but well, because I typed all the time, there would be no issues with playing it, though I don't read it. But there is, um, it looks like the old-fashioned keyboards type deal,
Right.
and you just plug it into your computer, and you can go on YouTube and learn how to play piano.
Check this out.
Wow.
Yeah. She's got a very musical family. And they have a drum set as well. That is freaking cool. My dad played guitar when he was in the Marine Corps, and the amp and guitar had been all over the world with him for 3 years, and it didn't break a bulb on the amp at all. No issues with the guitar until 20 years later. My grandma had borrowed the amp to call bingo at the VFW and accidentally dropped it and broke a bulb,
Ooh.
vacuum bulb. They luckily someone had a replacement one, but that's nowadays it's like rarer than hen's teeth to get the parts.
Tamara, you're not an old dog. You're only as old as you think you are, no matter what your body says.
That's why I go backpacking. I just want to remember that. Yep, it was a tube amp. It's still in the family, Grace. My nephew actually owns the amp right at the moment. But technically, it was given to me, but he's the musician and I'm not. As much I would love to say, oh, I'll just sell it. I couldn't because it was my dad's, and it was a waste of me owning something that wasn't being used.
Well, I understand you. Okay. But unfortunately, the way the economy has been and things are hard to find, and if shift happens, I keep it just in case. How can I say it? Better to have it and not need it than
You didn't need
need
it,
it
not have
and not
it.
have it.
Yep. Hey,
So,
Justin. Sorry, I'm saying hi to people.
no problem. I just think that it's a prep item. Um,
Right.
the,
I mean,
I
me, right now, that's the only instrument I have. My boy loves pianos, but doesn't play. Loves the drum, doesn't play. Can play the xylophone, doesn't like it because he thinks it's dorky. That's just more of an opinion thing. So me, I play bows. My bows are what I'm into. So if you're a musician, go for it. If you want to be a musician, go for it. Because if you have what's the word for it? Inkling and a desire to learn, go for it.
Yeah, my son actually watched some YouTube videos and taught himself how to play, what was it, Stairway to Heaven. He was actually pretty good. So I've kept it just in case. Maybe one of these days I'll give it to him if he's
I
nice
might
to
be able
me.
to do a few bars on here, but I doubt it. But I'm because Stairway to Heaven on a flute doesn't sound right. I like a lot more Irish music than I do anything else. Let's see here. Wow. Sean says his vintage stereo is all tubes and it takes a half an hour to warm up. Hey, at least it still warms up.
And Sean, you don't need a year. Give yourself a couple of weeks and you'll probably be just as good as you were before.
Muscular memory means a lot, especially if
Yeah,
you were that good.
yeah. What did they say? If you learned how to ride a bike, you never forget. It might take a little
Exactly.
while to start, but hey,
It's like
it,
swimming. Same thing.
well, not really good swimmer. Well,
You know, if you're a good
doggy paddle,
swimmer,
so to speak.
even doggy paddle is better than sinking to the bottom. I just learned how to swim underwater.
Yeah, I got a noodle. That's how I swim is with the noodle.
I learned to skin dive, was learning how to scuba dive, and then my brother decided to punch me in my left ear, and that blew my eardrum. And now I can't handle the pressure anymore. Had to give it up.
Not even with an earplug or something to
It's
block
more
it.
than just the water getting into my ear. It's the pressure of the water on my ear and also on my inner ear to the point where it would be highly painful. Go down even 10 to 15 feet. And I
Well,
haven't been able to dive that. I mean, I used to go down 30 feet, free dive.
yeah.
But
No, my kids are like all fishes. They just pop into the water and go.
okay, Tamara, are you talking about guitars or what else? What are you talking about?
I think that just in general.
Okay, I just want to make sure where her mind is at. I don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, that's why I say let's go general.
Okay,
It's pretty safe.
yeah,
Everything takes time to warm up. Even
yeah,
your oven, if you want to bake, needs time to warm up.
right. We actually have to get used to our new oven because it's an electric, which really sucks. So I'm not used to electric. I'm used to gas.
Well, I'm a gas person too, but when my mom's place, um, we bought an electric one because there was no gas hookup. It takes a little while because there is definitely a temperature change between gas and electric. I find
Right.
gas heats up faster than the electric, and it stays hotter. So there's an adjustment in cooking.
Yeah, and an old car warms up, runs better than an old cold one. True. Also, wood stoves are the same way, I think. I would. I actually trying to loop around to my backpacking camping segment. Give me a second. More stuff to show you.
Okay, guys, he's left. Let's all talk bad. Hey, Joe, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Love that garden. All those peppers. Wow. If you have not as yet, please go to Garden State Gardener. He's got a garden that most of us would love to have.
Okay, I got something to show you. This is something I got from Johnny Harper from the Scouts table. It's a Ace Cook. Let's see here. It's called an Ace 9000, and it uses butane fuel canisters. Just a simple, like little over $2 at Walmart. Nothing I would carry backpacking, mind you.
Oh, by the way, Colin, you're
Yeah.
just starting to garden. I would recommend Garden State Gardener.
Yeah, he just entered the building.
Yeah,
He's here.
he's the guy you want to see on planting.
Okay.
He also does seed giveaways, and he's got a big prize thing that's coming out in July. He's putting a package together as a giveaway. It's supposed to be really, really good. I usually go to his chats. He's super, super gentleman.
Yeah, he's in
Also,
here all the time.
yeah, and last week he also did a story on his son and what he's going through, and I posted it through Facebook for everybody to say prayers for him and his family.
Okay, why was Sean saying bad, 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 bad?
Because when you left, I joked and said, "Okay, guys, we can all say something bad about Colin,"
Oh,
and so that's why the bad, 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 bad.
okay. I was wondering. Okay. Okay. Grace calls him Coach.
Yes, most people call him Coach. Coach Cox is also part of his email address. Most people call him Coach.
Okay. Thank you for coming, Coach. You're more than welcome here anytime, as you already know. I actually won the jackpot with J&J's giving me tons and tons and tons and tons of seeds. I'm good on seeds for a while. I actually have. They just sent us some herbs and medicinal herb stuff.
Yeah, J&J. But I'm
Yeah.
saying if you want to learn how to plant, how to care for them, Gardner State is the person you want to watch.
Okay. Well, I usually, if I have a question, I usually just ask him when he's in my chat because I mean, I get it done all at once. That way, I can get a little more direct response. But I've already subbed to his channel and everything else. I just feel lost because I don't get a chance to get on other people's lives as much as I'd like because of my work schedule.
Well, don't
Unfortunately.
forget too, you just moved and you still have the new house and you still got to get things in order and you got stuff in storage. You got a lot going on. So people will understand that you just don't have the time right now.
Yeah. And just now, when I get home, it's like 102 out, which is not something I really want to deal with, which is really funny since it rained twice today and it's still over 100. What? Not right now, mind you, but earlier. Right now, I'm not even sure what the temperature is.
Hey, North, if you still have a couple that you can spare.
Okay. It is 83 at the moment, but it feels like 87. Okay.
Right now, we're down in the late 40s, high 50s, like
Okay.
about 50, 51.
That's Celsius, right?
No, that's Fahrenheit.
Really?
It's about 10 Celsius. It's been dropping down at night to 10. So 10.
Personally, I would sleep like a baby in that kind of temperatures. Put
Well,
me in
it's
a
great
tent.
for sleeping, but not for my seedlings outside.
You got a blanket over them, so to speak?
I'm using plastic.
Oh,
And makes it like a miniature greenhouse, especially for some of my delicate plants.
Sean has a thing for you.
Okay, thanks, Sean. Someone stole your bamboo poles out of your garden. I thought when I've seen your garden that it's closed in through a gate.
Oh, okay, I did bring something else.
No, unfortunately, I started quite a few of my seeds early, and with the cold weather, I never got to put them outside. So I had to restart some more. And unfortunately, with the weather that's been dipping down, it's been killing a lot of my seedlings. And then I have some lovely squirrels who decided that they were going to go at my corn.
Wow.
And it's only just the stalks, they're only oh,
We don't
about
have
6 inches.
we're gonna put. I decided that we're not going to be getting a tiller out for the ground itself. We're going to be I'm going to be building some raised beds. I figured it'd be a lot easier to work with.
Well, I made last year I bought the wood and I made the raised beds with 2-inch by 12-inch by 8 feet. And I stacked two on top of the other because with my herniated back, it's hard for me to bend over. So
Oh, I can understand that.
I have to really elevate it up off the ground. So I made two of those beds. And then I just went looking out for pallets. And I made 3 others just with pallets.
Be careful with wood pallets and garden plots because a lot of pallets are treated
No,
to.
I made sure I chose ones that were untreated. Because the ones that are treated are usually marked. There's a code that's put somewhere on the pallet. These were untreated. There's
Okay.
a bicycle shop about 10 houses down, and they have deliveries of all bicycles and bicycle parts. So usually I grab my pallets when they throw them out. But
Okay.
unfortunately, they're not like the pallets that you guys have down in the States. The ones that I've seen that you guys pick up, they're clean. They look like brand new. Ours look like pretty scuffy.
That's Tamara. I agree with you about the heat. That's one thing about the winter. You can always add more clothes. In the summertime, you can only get that once you get down to skin. That's all you got.
No, Sean would know. We have a store up here that's called Dollarama, and I went in a few days ago,
Right?
and it's not the best, but they had like a little miniature tunnel um, package, and that's what I'm going to use on some of my more vulnerable plants.
Okay. I've seen those. Like they're like mini greenhouses that with like are they made of plastic or vinyl?
No, they're two poles, um, like a U-shaped poles, and then
Right.
the covering is like a cloth plastic.
Nylon?
Yeah, kinda. Um, it looks more like a cotton, but it's not. It's cheap because I bought some of that
Well,
material
cheesecloth?
before. Sort of. And they sold the package. It was like $4. So on my plants that are cold, not cold hardy, I'm just going to cover them up and see how that goes.
Okay. Well, good luck with that. I hope that works out for you. When I get back from my backpacking trip, I hope to get the wood I need to build the boxes for Jenny and I to grow some small stuff. We're going to
Again,
start with the stuff we are definitely going to eat. That's for sure.
get some skids, some pallets.
Well, the thing is, I want to get something that's going to sound stupid, but we're planning on using this place as a stepping stone to our permanent place. So I want to get something I can take apart before we leave and take
You
with
can.
us.
Yeah, just make it with screws rather than nails. Take the pallet. What I did is with because these were bigger pallets, I took the pallets and I cut them in half. Okay.
Right.
And then I used another pallet. I just took the boards off in order to fill in where there were gaps. Okay. I made mine to stay in place, but what you do is use screws in when you're putting it together so that when you're removing it, all you're doing is unscrewing it.
I was thinking about using bolts with wing nuts because that's what I'm used to using with my archery range. I can set them up the same way. It's easy
Again,
process. And
it's
that
price. It's price. It's what you can afford. If you can go that route, fine. But if you're on a limited budget, you can get outdoor screws that will do the job.
well, I wing nuts and bolts are I can get them by the dozens cheap because as long as you don't have it's the wood that costs a little bit more. Oh, here comes Cliff.
Of course, I come in as you guys are talking about wood
Hey, Cliff.
for
Hey
bows.
Cliff, got
What
wood?
up? Yeah, talking about wood for bows.
No, actually, we're talking about wood for raised beds.
Oh, redwood works best.
Well,
Well,
I was thinking cedar.
if you're on a tight budget, okay, Colin, which I assume you are,
Pine.
pallets. Find some good pallets and they will last you. My pallets are on its second year and they're still holding up. And I've
Right.
done nothing to it. The only thing that I did, um, again, because I have the bicycle shop and they have the big boxes, I just grabbed the big boxes, took the nails off of it, or not nails, but staples off of them, and then I lined the raised bed with the cardboard
Okay.
to make them last longer.
Well, I'm just thinking about making a reusable raised bed thing because once we move permanently, I plan on making some permanent bigger ones. But it depends on how much work we can afford time wise to put in because we want to get 10 acres. Our house is going to be built for us once we choose it. They're going to put in the basement, garage, the whole works. Um, Just the fact is, I'm not sure what we're going to have available for flat ground until we get on site. We haven't picked anything of that out until we get the
You don't
final
need flat
approval.
ground.
Okay.
Screw flat ground. Just build into the ground level. Dig into the ground if you have to.
Well, we
Oh,
could do that. I was talking about where the trees are located at and everything
Oh,
else.
yeah.
I don't want to take out too many trees.
Colin, the area that you showed that you want to plant is grassy. Before you do anything, get some cardboard. Lay the cardboard on the area that you want to plant to kill whatever grass is there.
Right. I got permission there, so I can do that before I set everything up.
There are some grasses that'll actually grow through the cardboard, so you gotta watch what you're doing.
I was going to put down the cardboard, then some weed barrier, and hopefully that might be enough.
Yeah, that should do it. For the most part. It's killing me.
Be well, JJ. Thank you for coming.
If you really there's another way to do it too. You can lay the cardboard down and then throw like 6 inches of mulch on top of it.
Yeah. I'm seeing things backwards here. So, Cliff, you were mentioning earlier about your stoves. I now have 3 stoves in my immediate area.
I've got my bush buddy there, my gas stove there. I have another one, but I think it's actually I think I put it in my camping box.
This is the one, the one that Johnny got me. The one that uses these.
Oh yeah, those. Actually, I have. That's actually not too far from me either. That's actually in my closet.
I'm taking that one with me instead of my big propane one. Though I like my propane one. It's got 2 burners.
Those butane ones, dude, they work just fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them. Those canisters are mad cheap. They don't weigh hardly anything.
Right.
Only problem is you still got to lug them around once they're empty.
Yeah,
okay, question is, what not does Cliff not have?
Oh, what doesn't Cliff have?
37
Is there
acres.
anything that Cliff doesn't have?
Enough arrows to do any sort of practice.
I've got 5.
Again, I repeat the same statement.
I don't know. I've got all kinds of stuff next to me.
A place to actually shoot.
Technically, I have that. I just have to set up, but I'm lazy. Then I've been stupid busy with work. Is just like wearing me out.
Yeah, I was being stupid, J. Please forgive me. Was? Hey.
I love you too, brother.
I love you. Okay, now I got something. I'm not sure if you guys know what it is.
I was told at one point what that is, like some sort of candle thingy.
Nope.
Oh no, it's a pot hanger. Jesus.
Yep.
Brain farteroni.
I use it when I go.
Hey Joseph, how's it going?
I use it like for this thing, and my coffee pots and stuff like that. Because I got a lot of cast iron stuff for my medieval reenactments and stuff like that. Oh man, I want to go to a medieval reenactment again. Haven't been in a while. Oh man.
That's an interesting question. I wonder how easy it would be to actually make a rope bed out in the bush, like just as a bushcraft item. I mean, not taking the pieces with you. I mean, literally just doing it out of paracord.
You could do one
with
just paracord. I've seen it. Paracord and then some plastic or tarps.
You don't need too many parts. I mean, 4 Y sticks and 2 short ones, 2 long ones. You're done. And then
getting the holes. I'm not talking about like wrapping just the cord around them. I'm like, putting the holes through there so it sits all flat.
But the thing is, what you're going to do is you're going to counterweave everything. Then you're going to weave it properly. It's going to be actually really springy for the most part, but it's not going to sink way down. I'm not sure about using paracord. I like manila rope myself. 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch is good.
I'd say nylon cord, but that stuff stretches like you would not believe.
I first used nylon, but nylon stretches like nobody's business.
Yeah, so, you start off above the ground, but when you wake up in the morning, you're laying on the ground.
No. My bed is actually a full-size bed frame, which I put a full-size futon on.
Sean, I suck at trying to make rope.
No, I don't rope make, but I do want to get a rope maker from Lehman's catalog. Cecilia, I'm not sure if you've ever heard of it.
Oh, they've got all
Lehman's.
kinds of cool stuff in their catalog.
Lehman's is you know the link for Lehman's, by the way, Cliff, by any chance?
Yeah, give me a second. I
Could you
actually have
please
it on
post
my.
it in the chat, please? Because I think a lot of people who do not know about Lehman's need to know about Lehman's.
Yeah, I have.
If you're a
Subscribe to
prepper,
the-
if you're a survivalist, if you're just back to nature kind of person, there's equipment there that you would not find anywhere else. There's canning supplies. There's a non-electric refrigerator that runs off of propane.
I think I spelled that right. Yeah, it did. Oh, there we go. Whoopee.
This.
Give me a second.
Yucca plants, I have seen them make rope out of that. It just takes a long time. I mean, if I could buy everything from there, I would, but I can't afford it. Because they have a wood burning stove with built-in water heater. Oh my gosh, $8,000. I would love to have it. Huh? What'd you say?
In the chat.
Okay, I'm looking. I don't see it.
It'll pop up in a second. I just posted it.
Okay. I'm looking both on the YouTube and there it is. Yeah, Lehman's is just amazing. Cecilia, I'm not sure if you've ever heard of it, but you need to check it out.
Yeah, they got a lot of interesting stuff. I mean, a lot. They got a lot of gardening stuff too, like big time.
Emergency supplies, storage and serving, utensils.
Canning stuff.
Yeah.
Garden supplies, tractors. They actually have like full-on farm supplies too.
Yeah, they got nighttime favorite oil lamps. They have Rayo lantern cookers. You can get your
I'm thought about getting one of those.
Mill, a seed spreader,
Garden trellis, tomato
Yeah,
trellises. They got all kinds of stuff in there.
Oh man, this is like, yeah.
Firewood storage setups, post hole diggers.
And you look up camping supplies. You can find camping stuff that you would never find anywhere else.
The reason why, Grace, is because you don't circumnavigate some of the places I do. I ran across it. And then I ran across it again a few months back, like a year ago. I don't remember where I came across the site, though. Like, I honestly don't.
Oh, check this out, Cliff. For those people who are really into their axes.
Oh, yeah, Lehman's got some good axes.
That's the one I just posted. That's a nice axe.
I actually want to get me a East Wing, but them axes are
Well,
they're on the cheap side
axes
considering
feel
most
good.
axes. East Wing is not too bad. It's a solid steel axe with a decent range weight for it, but I mean, if you want that, that's honestly, in my opinion, on the low end of axes for price, because you can get a Holtersford Brooks for like $250.
Okay, one thing I've noticed, Cliff, I'm not sure if you've noticed as a left-hander, that did you know that a lot of the axe handles are right-handed?
Now, most axe handles are universal. They're shaped the same way. Where did mine go?
No, I mean, like hatches and stuff, there's a curvature that they have set up that's made for right hands, not left hands. They do have the Grumpers Brooks mini hatchet in here for $159.
Yeah, I got a Flying Fox. This is normally $80. I picked it up for $40. It's a universal handle. I mean, there's no curve to it whatsoever.
I mean, when you can find the handles, that's great. But some of the higher end stuff, usually, they have a curvature that works great for right-handers, but not so much for left.
It depends. Well, it's because majority of the population is right-handed, so they give it slight right-handed offset.
That's why we can't use boomerangs.
Oh, I can use a boomerang left or right-handed.
Technically, a true boomerang will not work with a left-hander throwing it.
Yeah, remember, I'm left-handed, but I throw right-handed.
That's
So-
true, but I'm the
I can throw-
dominant
It
left.
works either way.
I'm a dominant left, with the exception with bows. I can shoot left and right-handed. But
Yeah, I'm left-handed, but more dominant on the right hand, which is weird.
ooh, I just seen something, Cliff. It's actually kind of interesting. Give me a second here. Check this out.
Lehman's, I believe, is what the hell are they? Remember, it says somewhere at the bottom where they're based out of.
Check that out, Cliff.
Oh yeah, the dual fuel.
That's that was the one with the adapter part. I mean, that'd be like the stove I got too. That would be great for that.
Yeah, it'll work with it. If you have the adapter part that snaps in there, you can run it as a dual fuel.
Yeah. It's not bad though.
Was that the flying fox at the bottom? Scroll down again. Just a cheap hatchet. Hudson Bay.
That's the one I showed earlier.
Yeah, let's see. Careers.
Yep. The places people didn't know. Where is
No,
it?
Lehman's is based out of Ohio.
You know what's really interesting about that, Cliff? So is
your
Evan.
next- Evan's based out of Ohio.
Yeah. So Evan could be our hookup.
Actually, I have family in Ohio. Well, not for long, but I have family in Ohio. Ohio.
Well, you got a
Oh, my
little brother.
English.
Evan lives out there, so we got family there now.
Woohoo! Family from Evan. Evan is our family, even though he probably thinks we're all weird.
If he thought we were weird, he wouldn't be hanging with us. You know that,
Yeah, but the
right?
weird people are always the fun ones. I wonder where Johnny Bro's at. He's probably still sleeping or doing chores.
He's probably sweeping the back porch. What he usually does. I mean, I'm looking at the camping stuff. I mean,
Yeah, they got all kinds of random stuff.
if you type in cast iron, oh man, you find pretty much everything. There's some really cool stuff in here that I've never even
Mal's
seen.
not in here no more. Mal's not
No?
lurking. Mal's not lurking anymore.
You sure?
Yeah, just went to. She's not in here.
Oh,
Let's see. I'm pretty sure North Shore's still in here. Yup. Sean's still chilling. Considering he just posted like 2 minutes ago.
what I want to know if they have your that kit you found last week. Oh, that's
Which
actually
one?
the one you found with all the
Oh,
charger.
my solar panel, my solar emergency radio AM/FM NOAA thingy.
Yep.
You'd have to type under. I think you have to type under specifics. Just type in NOAA radio or emergency radio, and I'm pretty sure you'll pop one up.
I mean, I knew they had a lot of camping stuff, but I didn't realize they had this much camping stuff.
I literally found that at Cabela's. Like I walked in, wasn't even there 2 minutes. Walked in, and it was like right there, and I grabbed it. I was walking around the entire store with that thing. I was there for like 30, 40 minutes. Just
You
walking
can never
around.
just walk into Cabela's or Bass Pro and walk straight back out. Mm-mm.
I couldn't. Well, I went in for a specific purpose. I knew where the stuff was at. I went to that spot exactly because I knew it was going to be there. But when I went down that direction, that stupid box was sitting at the bottom of the shelf, and I was just like, $50. I was like, you got to be kidding me. So I grabbed it. There was no way.
Ooh. I just found a new piece of cast iron that my wife may not say no to.
She might say no, but oh,
No, she's actually asked me for certain cast iron already.
nice.
Check this out.
Oh man, where did I move it? Ooh, that's a nice one. Oh, big old tank. Jesus, man, you could roast a 15-pound turkey in that thing.
Well, it's only a 10 quart, but I mean,
You
not
can still get a
overly big.
15-pound turkey in there.
Nice size though. It says it's 14 by 9 by 5. Rounding up.
Yeah,
rounding down,
14 inches long, 9 inches wide for 5
Yeah.
inches tall. Yeah, that dude, you can still get a big turkey in there.
And I'm not sure what book. I mean, they probably have tons of books and stuff like that on here too. But I'm actually going to see.
Evan says he's only about 30 minutes from Lehman's.
All right, Evan, you are our hookup there, dude.
I bet you Evan goes over there probably every couple of weeks just to check out. Dude, I'd love to go visit their store.
No, Evan's never been there. He didn't know where it was. Remember? He had to ask what state he was in.
What? That's insane. I gotta find some. I wish Johnny was on here. I want to torment him with something.
I bet Johnny would live in the Lehman's store and never leave.
I want to bug Johnny about this thing.
That's
But
a cool one.
Dude, this is the Fowler 2.0 card. Johnny will be so mad.
If he did more bow stuff, I'd probably watch his bow stuff. But I love his.
No, Fowler's more slingshotty than anything else.
Yeah. The Holtzbrook Anaby hatchet is $159.
Yeah, that's why I keep saying like the East Wing, the full size hatchet, or like the full size axe, I think it's like $80 or $90.
The Holtzbrook Juniker hatchet is $149. The Holtzbrook All Mike hatchet is $154, which actually I like the look of a lot better, actually.
Yeah, some of them have really. I'd love to get me a Holtzbrook. That's the only problem is they're mad expensive.
Well, give me a second. I'll show you what I found.
I'd get it straight from Holtzbrook.
Guys.
Or Holterverse.
Well, check that out.
Yeah,
Guys?
That's the camp. Yes.
There are a lot of channels that are small that have links to Lehman's. So help somebody out. Make sure that they have the link and support them. Doesn't cost you anything, and it gives them a little something.
Okay, that's cool. I don't have anything like that myself. I just been a follower of Lehman's for quite some time because they have the gear that I like the cast. I love those stoves. The wood burning stoves are just. I would love to put a wood burning stove in my new house when I get it, but Jenny had a bad experience with the wood burning stove when she was growing up. Her house burnt down.
Yeah, sounds like somebody I know. Actually, sounds like two people I know.
Because they didn't clean the flue and everything, so you got to clean regularly.
Sean just posted Doug and Stacy, and they are affiliated with Lehman's. Also, they also have a discount code, from what I remember. So you're supporting them, and you also get a bit of a discount.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Sean.
Thanks, Sean. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, Sean.
Yeah. Sean, I really appreciate it. Yeah, Sean.
Damn, we on some hillbilly shit right there, bro.
Where'd that come from?
He probably opened up the YouTube portion, and YouTube is behind it a bit.
Oh, okay.
So bread is rising for its second rise. We're going to have fresh bread soon. Yay!
You know what sounds good to me? Fresh bread BLTs.
Oh no! When
I
I
don't
was
have bacon,
younger,
but I got tons of lettuce.
Fresh bread with butter.
I used to work in a bread factory or a factory for making bread. I used to work for Sara Lee, and boy, let me tell you, There is nothing better than taking those buns right out the oven and just eating them. They are hot as Hades, but man, they are good.
I just realized something. The way
Like you're
Grace,
like really tiny on the screen.
no, Grace just worded this as Mission Impossible because one of the main characters in Mission Impossible, his name is Evan.
Ooh, you got me on that one, Sean. That actually sounds good right now. Although I was eating
Actually,
today, I was eating that.
My favorite bread thing is when I was stationed in the Air Force out in California, in Monterey, is clam chowder in a bread bowl.
Well, here there's a bakery just down the street, and everybody, I mean everybody in the area, would wait until they just roll out the buns, piping hot,
Yeah.
out of the oven. And we used to come home and slather it with butter, and it was delicious. I mean, really, really delicious. So, you know what? Their prices are just a little too much for me. So, making my own. Oh, by the way, Sean, if you like hot peppers, I harvested hot peppers last year, and I kept the seeds. The little small yellow, really, really hot. So if you like, I can send you some of those.
The banana peppers?
No, they're very small. They look like like almost like a scorpion.
Sorry, Evan. I got it wrong. It's Ethan, not even Evan. But that's okay. Sorry, what he said. Sorry for interrupting. Oh, by the way, Cliff, you didn't know. I'm not sure if you saw, but Jenny's going to be making a video on Irish soda bread.
Ooh.
Yeah. And she's going to be posting it on my channel.
I think my mom tried making that not too long ago.
Jenny is very good at baking.
If you don't like hot, I've got some sweet ones. Red long sweet.
Sean doesn't do hot. We keep trying to get him, but he doesn't do it.
No, I love hot sauce, so I decided the hot sauce is going to be a little too expensive. So growing my own. But I have the long sweet peppers, last year's seeds.
I am a wuss when it comes to hot peppers.
I live in New Mexico. There's hot stuff everywhere. Like our green chili is hotter than heck.
No, Joe from Garden State does seed giveaways.
Yep,
So
constantly.
John, I'm waiting for my seeds to come in, but as soon as they come in, I'm willing to share some with you.
Ooh.
Oh, it's actually funny is I had actually won one of the seed giveaways, but I passed on it because I was just like, I'm just here to support Joe. I've got tons of seeds as it is myself. So I was just like, I'll just pass that one on to somebody else.
Cecilia, if you ever get a chance to see some of the videos that he's done on my channel about his backyard, oh my God. You would not believe how beautiful his place is. And not just because of him, but his family all together put their skills to the test there.
Yeah, my weather hates me, Sean.
Sean, if you want to get me through, my about page has my email. If you want to send me your address, I can send you some of the sweet long peppers.
Joe says the package is in the car.
Okay.
Cliff,
No
where's
worries.
mine?
I'm still waiting on items.
You keep on adding more.
No, I haven't even done. I'm waiting for the items to be restocked. That's the problem.
No, I mean, it started off with just a simple small box of the pellets. Then
No, actually, that box, the size of that box hasn't changed. I just keep managing to stick more stuff in there because I keep Tetrising everything.
like I said,
I've still got tons of room in that thing, dude. I could send you another water bottle, and it would fit in there.
Okay, how many water bottles do I need?
I don't know. I've got 3 just next to me. One of
I
them's
got
broken.
2 right here, and it's not even my big one. I've got one of these that's this tall.
Yeah, the big blue one, the tall one.
Yeah,
The like 60-ouncer.
yeah.
Sean, some of us don't have cell phone. Is not in our budget, so we can't text.
Yeah,
You
if you
can
got
you can
Skype,
instant
you can text
message
that way.
on the computer.
When I have time off, Joe, most likely, if I'm lucky, sometime next week, I can do a live garden update. I can't film anything because my phone's being stupid, so it'd have to be a live. But yeah, I'll probably set that up for next week if I have my days off. But we've been strapped for employees right now, so I've been working. I've already worked it's my 8th day working.
My day at work starts working half a day for nights because they couldn't finish their job. I work 4 to 5 hours doing night stuff. Then I can do my job.
What are you talking about, Grace? You have a water bottle. It's just flavored with hops.
Could you imagine beer flavored water but without the alcohol?
Oh,
And it doesn't look like beer. But it smells like beer and tastes like beer.
Oh, thank you for the say on that one, Joe. Much appreciated. Yeah, I'll do another live garden. I've actually got some really good news in my garden with my corn is growing. I have a massive squash out there, or a zucchini. That thing is no joke. It's 4 or 5 inches. That thing is huge.
How'd your
Cliff,
strawberries go?
question, Cliff.
Yeah.
I'm told that the bigger that they get, the woodier it gets.
Not necessarily true. It depends on the variety of cucumber or squash and where, what you grow it in.
You're using wood chips, aren't you?
No, actually, I have straight garden soil that I mix. Remember my garden soil mix that I use with compost and manure?
Yeah, but you also had that one with mulch or something like that too.
Oh yeah, I filled every one of my except for the first big one. I filled that thing's half full of leaves. But yeah, all the rest of them I filled with a combination of wood bark, cardboard, paper, leaves, organic material, pieces of just tree bark, just big old chunks of it, and I just chucked it at the bottom and I just filled it.
Okay. Keep
So
that nitrogen
as that
stuff.
stuff grows, over the years that stuff will break down, compost, and it'll be some ridiculously rich soil.
The dead bodies.
Oh yeah, tons of dead bodies, dude. I keep finding grubs in my soil, which is annoying considering I sifted every inch of that soil before sticking it in the ground.
Well, maybe something planet flew and landed after.
That's what I'm thinking. But I probably dug out almost 4 or 5 ounces worth of grubs out of my bed.
What kind of grubs though?
In my state they're weird. They look like. Oh, it's really hard to explain. It kind of looks like a bird shit before it splatters on the ground. So it's like a white body with a black butt, and then kind of like a bunch of little arms in the front with a little red head. But I get tons of them. I can take a picture and show you what I got next time I pull one out, because I get those things caught. Another 10 more tomorrow.
Cliff, have you tried
Yes.
doing the beer?
I don't drink much beer.
No, I don't drink beer, but I buy beer. I buy the cheap beer. And what you do is get some sort of small container or grab a pop bottle or whatever, cut just the base off.
I don't have a problem with slugs. That's usually only good for slugs.
I tried it for them, and it worked for them too, or maybe I was lucky.
Yeah, I saw that video, Grace. Yeah, no, that method is usually to control slugs. I don't have problems with slugs down here. I have way too many birds. I've got roadrunners, lizards, freaking just about any bird under the sun over here. You name it, I have it. Except for magpies. Those are the only ones I don't have down here.
And Tamara, my peppers don't cross-pollinate because I plant sweet in one area and I plant hot in another area. So far, knock on wood, they have not cross-pollinated.
Can you imagine if peppers cross-pollinated with tomatoes? You get hot tomatoes.
It's a possibility. You can actually do that if you grow them next to each other. You can actually get a cross-pollinated one.
So hot tamales, naturally, hot tamales.
Well, there is a. It's called a tomatolo. It's a tomato and a. It's like two varieties of tomatoes like merged together. Got like cross-pollinated and became a tomatillos, or they're like weird tomatoes. But yeah, if you grow them next to each other, they can actually potentially cross-pollinate. I don't need a shotgun. I just need ammo for my slingshot. Then I can start taking out these dang pigeons.
Oh, I think I found something for Grace. I got to show her.
How about a slingshot with some crushed gravel?
Unfortunately, it's not recommended for slingshots to actually use just standard like gravel and rocks because you could potentially damage yourself or your slingshot.
They got different sizes, which is really cool. They got 3-quart all the way up to 18 gallons.
That's a nice
dude,
setup.
18-gallon cast iron pot. You'd need like 2 people to move it. That thing would be stinking heavy.
It's $500.
Yeah, it's a freaking cauldron. You'd literally need 2 or 3 people to move it.
Mine's a
That
little.
thing's gonna weigh like 200 pounds.
I love this
Shotgun
setup.
is a lot of fun.
That's awesome setup. I just went down and looked for cast iron because Jenny actually asked for a cast iron soup pot, like one of these.
Colin,
Yeah.
check on Amazon because I saw an ad on someone's video and I went through their link because it was a lantern, but it was battery operated. It looks like an old-fashioned lantern, but battery operated with rechargeable batteries. And while I was in there, I actually placed the order for it, plus a nice flashlight because I needed one. They have sets of cast iron on Amazon. About what was it? $67 for about 8 items.
Okay, let me take a look here.
If you want a good flashlight, Raven, I would suggest either Streamlight, Phoenix, or Olight.
Unfortunately, Cliff, I'm kind of on a very, very tight budget. This was a bit much, but I needed one. I have the cheap flashlights, okay, and headlamps, but I wanted a little bit better with the rechargeable batteries for it. It was only $25, but for me that is a lot.
This one here I actually like. Cliff, check this out.
That's a nice actual cook set.
I like this one. I like the box it comes in too.
That's why I said check Amazon. Sometimes they do have good deals.
Well, that's actually not
actually
too
put
bad.
them on my wish list.
Yep, we already there's the griddle, the pan we already have, the pot the handled pot there is one thing we don't, saucepan or whatever you want to call it. We don't have that.
The one that I actually kind of want is from Lodge. It's their new
Hey, Bruno, thank you for coming.
camp grill.
Yeah, if you want that link, I can put it up there. I'll see about here. Let me find that and I go.
No, the one I want is the camp grill, but that thing's like $120. I don't feel like spending that much. I'm trying to win it from Lodge because Lodge does a lot of giveaways on their site for Instagram. So I like going over there, and every once in a while I register for one.
Dutch oven I actually picked up from TSC, Tractor Supply Company.
Tractor Supply has some weird stuff sometimes.
The thing is, you look in their camping section, and they had a set that I wanted. I couldn't afford.
Mine doesn't have a dedicated camping section.
Like that.
That's one thing we don't have up here is your Tractor Supply stores.
It's pretty similar to your Canadian Tire.
Nah, nope. Nope, 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 nope. I shop at Canadian Tire, and it's nothing from what I've seen at your Tractor Supply. You guys even get chicks
Yep.
at your Tractor Supplies. We don't have that type of thing here.
Well, we don't have a lot of the stuff for farmland down here doesn't have a lot of restrictions, unlike Canada. So we can
You
actually
get
do
nut
stuff like that
resistance
without having to
too.
pay farmers to give us legal chickens.
Okay, go. Scroll back up. I get rid of that one.
So yeah,
The
most
only
of
thing
we
is,
can get
I
those
saw
things
on
easy here.
one video, Tractor Supplies, they're male chicks. They just throw them out. I saw a video. I don't know who it was that posted it, but they were in Tractor Supply, and then they were out near the back, and all the male chicks. Well, we're assuming they were male chicks. That's what they said. That they were just thrown out. There was just cases and cases of baby chicks.
Yeah, I don't see that here. You can't throw anything in a crate in this state within 2 hours is dead.
Oh, we have free popcorn at TSC too, as well as Menards and what's the other one?
Dude, I'm just waiting for my corn to grow, man. I'm so excited. I got like 4 ears of corn already on the
I
plant.
do want to send you some Iowa corn, Cliff.
Dude, all I got to do is if I got to save one corn cob, plant more corn next year or next season, and then after that, that stuff is going to be full on GMO, like straight up New Mexico strain will grow in the sun.
Well, this is Iowa Indian corn.
I want
farm here in Iowa.
that multicolored corn. I want one of those, but I gotta go find a bag of that
I know where to get it.
stuff somewhere.
You can order it. I got it. Here, I'll show you. I actually got it saved for you.
I had somewhere. I actually haven't, to be honest. I haven't been at Home Depot in like 2 weeks. It was just kind of sad for me because I usually go every other day.
Okay, Cliff.
Yeah, like you guys get cattle panels.
One second,
You know how
J&J.
hard
Yeah,
it
see,
is
that's
to
what I
find
want.
There you
cattle
go.
panels up here?
I'm sorry. What was that, Raven?
Cattle panels. Something you guys can buy almost anywhere. Up here, I can't find anything. I have to look at places outside the city, in the countryside or in another town, like about 400 miles away, to find a cattle panel. And to have it shipped, I looked through Home Depot, to have it shipped from one location to another, it is like $150, not including what it would cost for me to ship to me.
Yeah, that's a funny part.
And something is, you guys,
Every Tractor Supply, every TSC in the state has them.
the same way is straw bales.
We get them for like $2
It's
a bale here.
non-existent here.
Oh, see, that's the thing with a lot of American farmers. That's one of their biggest money grabs is hay, and hay, they can grow hay ridiculously fast, and they'll make big bales, little bales, and they'll sell them for like $5-6 a piece.
Oh, you can even get teeny little bales about this big.
Well, none of those are available here. I mean, like, I would have to drive. Mind you, I don't drive anymore. But you have to go like 100 miles outside of the city to get that. So when it comes to gardening, it's always trying to find ways of doing what other people are doing, because half the supplies that you want, you can't even find.
That's what I planted, J&J. Here's a sweet corn. No, my camera's being all lame.
Yeah, I planted sweet corn. Let's see if the squirrels will leave it alone.
Haven't had an issue
It's doing well.
just yet.
We almost forgot to water them today, but we got them watered. I think Bruno's a friend of mine who gave me the tomato plant.
No,
Yeah.
the squirrels up here are ridiculous. I have a cherry tree. I planted it when I moved into this house almost 30 years ago. And I went outside today and I had a lot of cherries. And you know what? Half of them are on the floor being half eaten.
Yeah, the easiest way to solve that problem is to put bird netting over them.
Well, this
Again, we'll do
cherry
the whole
tree
thing.
is 50 feet tall.
That's a big cherry tree. Smoly holies.
It is
It's 30 years old.
massive.
It's going to
I
be
have a
pretty good.
a 3-story house, and it's taller than my 3-story house.
The Indian corn, like the ones the stuff you get from like the Indians. It's like that multicolored, comes
That
in
one right
red,
there, Cliff,
black, blue.
that one I just showed you,
Yeah,
it is $7.99 from Iowa. Actually, from a farm. It's heirloom seeds. 100% customer gets guaranteed.
J-
And I can have
Um,
it sent to you
Cliff,
tomorrow.
Cliff, check JJ Homestead Cottage. They
yeah,
always have a lot of seeds, and they do seed exchange. Um, I think they might have it, so check them out.
yeah. I think I have that stuff at my local Home Depot, but like I said, I haven't been to Home Depot in 2 weeks just because work has been a little stressful. So I've just been coming home and crashing. But yeah, I just haven't had time to go shopping for seeds because I've been taking care of my garden and my wake up.
I
Stupid
keep
thing.
on wanting to give Cliff a vacation and order a pizza and have him specially deliver it.
Dude, that pizza would be cold or frozen by the time it got to you. Or
Dude,
moldy.
I'd have you fly.
I'm not flying with an entire pizza
Why not?
because I don't trust planes.
Well, I would say take the Amtrak, but I don't know if you'd want to do that.
I don't even know if my Amtrak would even go that far.
Well, I do know because we have an Amtrak station here in town. So, oh, they got a here.
Yeah, I see it. J&J's link.
They're really good at sending you seeds. They've got me so much seeds. I'm going to have to get a tool box with an individual drawer to put all my different seeds in to keep track of them.
Dude, just do what Mark did. I think he got it was like a fishing tackle box, and you just get the compartmentalized ones where you slide the compartments in and out, and then you just get all your seeds in there.
Well, I was going to do the same thing, but with a toolbox, stand-up alone version. Greyhound.
Or
hell
you
no, I'm
could
never getting
do
on another
what
bus.
Jess at Roots and Refuge did. What she got was a plastic container that had I don't remember what you called it. It was photo holders, clear, and you just put in your peppers into one, your tomatoes into another, and it's in a case.
Actually, I just had an idea that Cliff might actually understand it. You ever seen those Magic the Gathering card holders?
Yeah, so sleeve cases.
What do you think for seeds?
Those work too.
Won't work for long. Those things aren't really designed to expand. They're designed to hold something flat. Trust me, those things wear out fast.
That was an idea.
And that's why those packs the packs of sleeves are so cheap. They're like $6-7 for a pack of 100 because those things break really, really easy. Actually, I have some sitting around.
I'll be right back. I gotta go tuck my wife in.
Do it tomorrow.
Can't. Gotta do it now.
Now he's a good husband. He tucks his wife in every single night.
Yeah, see, Colin's talking about these things for a sleeve for a
No,
seed
that's
sleeve.
not the kind that I was thinking of. I'm thinking of
Yeah,
like
no,
the
you're talking
old
about like the baseball card ones, the 9-pack that fit in a binder.
yeah, like baseball cards or the old fashioned type of photo holders that fit in a binder. Um, I don't know if they sell them anymore, but I've seen them around. A place called Blocks used to sell them, and you put them in a binder, the plastic sleeves, and you put them in a binder, and there's usually 4 in on one sleeve, double sided, so you can put them in.
Yeah, I have. I bought this little container. It has it's a container within containers, but the containers are like 1 by 1 by 1. They're little cubes, but the problem is there's not enough space to write what I want on there. And after buying it, I was just like, yeah, this will be great for all my seeds. And then I was just like, crap, I don't have enough freaking containers because I'd have to buy like 4 of them. Because it's like 25 containers total or 16 containers. But the problem is I have like 60 packs of seeds.
Oh, I wish I had that problem. Wow.
Okay, I am.
All my
Okay,
seeds.
don't make me jealous. I've got a 6-pack of seeds.
Yeah, Sean, I will tuck her in tomorrow. As often as I can.
Until his legs and arms fall off.
Hey,
Or my
Mallory.
feet at least. Hey, Mallory, thank you for coming.
Mallory!
Glad you're back.
What's going on?
Cliff is making us jealous with all his seeds collection.
I need to sweep my floor. I got too much dirt in here.
Okay, guys, we're all going over to Cliff's. We're going to rate his seed collection.
Much better.
You know, I just had an idea, Cliff.
Did it hurt?
No.
Okay.
No, pay you to have deliver a pizza, but I didn't say you had to bring the pizza from there. You just pick it up on the way.
Yeah, but the problem is, try not to yawn on stream, man. I'm freaking tired. But anyways, now I lost my train of thought. Speaking of trains, mine straight derailed. But yeah, anyways, depends on what version of pizza you want. If you want our pizza, if you want the pizza from my store, that's going to take me a long while to get there.
No, thing is, you already know how to make it. So
Hey, look, Johnny finally showed up.
Hey, Johnny. Okay, Nees, I have to share the invite thing again. Okay, no. You have the ingredients here. Have you make one here?
I can do that too. Hey, Mal, how the little one's feeling?
That would work for me, Cliff. Then we can just go.
I can do a homemade pizza. That's not a problem.
I've made homemade French pizza, French bread pizza.
Well, I could just straight do homemade pizza. If you've got the sauce, that's the only thing I don't know how to do is make homemade pizza sauce. But I usually just get the pizza sauce in a can.
Hi, Johnny.
It's preferable over the can because of the tin taste.
Well, remember, I've got this stuff, so you just add a good pinch or two of this and cook it.
That's supposed to be in the box, remember?
I had 2 of them.
Okay. Because Jenny specifically requested that.
Yeah, she'll get it. I'm actually, I think what I might do is, because since I'm making a newer batch.
Hey, Mallory.
Hey. Oh.
Hey, she's not sideways.
Sideways.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Here you
Fix
are.
that.
Okay. Thank you for coming.
Yeah. Figured I'd hang out for a little 5 minutes before I go to bed.
I just got done tucking Jenny in.
Wait, Sandwich is in here? Hey, Sandwich, what's going on?
Hey, Sandwich.
Sandwich?
Yeah, Patriot.
Patriot Sandwich Maker is her name.
Oh.
We just call him Sandwich.
Hey.
And we're talking about a little bit of everything in here tonight, Mallory. See, we talked music for a while. We're doing seeds. We did backpacking meals. We did.
I don't know if Mallory saw it on the last live stream before she bailed, but check this out, Mal.
Oh, he picked up something last week. It's really, really, really cool.
Oh, yeah. The book.
I got the hardback copy of this damn thing.
Yeah, I remember.
That's what I have. I have the hardback.
That's awesome.
It was like the only copy there. I was just like, but I feel like the way my bookstores run in this state is they'll put like 1 or 2 copies of a book to make it look like it's almost out of stock, but I know they got like 40 more in the back.
But I did a video on that book. That book is amazing.
They got all kinds of cool stuff in here.
I told you. It's one of my favorite books.
Did you see the other ones that I got too on the same day?
No.
Yeah.
I got I got the Backyard Basics one for Colin, the same one that I had. I got him another one. So that's
Okay.
going in his box.
My box keeps on getting bigger for some reason.
No, the box is
It
not
tends to
getting bigger.
happen.
It's what he's putting in gets to be more and more every time.
There you go, backyard homesteading.
This one's a cool one. There's all kind of, and then I got this one too. It's like a farming book, but
Yeah.
it can still technically work on a smaller scale.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, Jeff, thank you for coming back.
Over all that. Oh, Blake's got a hole in it.
That's awesome.
A Weebelo handbook. Wow, that's an old one.
Weebelo?
Yeah, Boy Scout handbook.
Oh, yeah.
Cub Scout, actually. I was one of those years ago.
Bruno. Yeah. Well, I don't have a problem. I live kind of in the city, but not quite in the city. I live in a rural area, but it's not like colonized like a standard subdivision town. But yeah, I don't have to worry about deer out here. I do see raccoons every now and then, but we have more foxes and coyotes down in this area than anything
yeah.
else.
Bruno, is your real name Mike by any chance? Because I think he's my friend Mike. I'm not sure. He's the one that gave me my tomato plant. Which I still have my Weeble book. Johnny, get your butt up here.
Yeah, Johnny. Well, we don't want to see his butt, but
You know what I mean? Actually, if it's an archery butt, that counts. That's what the targets are called.
Hey, my
oh, that's in my cup now.
my dandelion wine is still fermenting. It's
Oh,
still
wow.
bubbling.
I was gonna say,
It's
don't
got,
you have like another
so much
3 or
fizz.
4 weeks on it?
It's been in here for like, I think 3 weeks.
Yeah, so we got another 3 or 4 weeks.
He said to put it in a loose bottle, like a loose cap bottle for a month, and then you can try it, but it's still fermenting quite a bit. So I'm not ready to bottle it just yet,
Right.
but it's looking good.
We just had some people come up in the warehouse and they just bought all our old kegs that we were getting rid of. We're talking
Yeah.
about 40 or 50 kegs that are
Steel ones or the metal? Steel one, the aluminum ones?
steel ones. When I first started, they were actually we dealt with beer as well as wine, and then they phased out the beer. But we had a ton of kegs that just sat in the warehouse.
Johnny can't come up. He's currently he's
stealing pallets.
No, Mallory. He's requisitioning pallets without prior authorization.
Is it requisitioning pallets after the fact or before the fact?
I used to say it all the time when under circumstances, but it was it was requisitioning items without the proper documentation
Or written consent.
Yeah, something like that. Ooh, mulberry jam.
I know. I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah,
Ooh,
Grace,
she
I'm
better do a
gonna
live on that
totally
one.
try to taste it maybe a little bit next on my first Wednesday of the month next month.
Next month.
Yeah.
I won't.
But if
I'll
it's
be out
a
in the middle of nowhere.
success, since Sean hasn't tried it, if it's a success, I'm gonna send a bottle to you, Sean, because you sent me a bottle of rum, so I think it's only fair.
Yeah, I think Johnny's out. 5-finger discount.
Yeah, where's Johnny at? Hey, Johnny.
He's liberating the palate.
Yeah, what does mulberry taste like? It's like a cross between what? Like a
Like a blackberry and a raspberry.
he is liberating the palates. He's setting them free.
Okay, when I at my old place when I lived out in Milo, the best thing that they had is a whole row of nothing but mulberry trees, which we had access to. But now where I'm at, we don't have access to that anymore, which really sucks. When we finally buy a property, we're going to either plant mulberry trees or make sure that the property has mulberries already.
Yeah, you're probably gonna have to plant.
I have never tasted mulberries, I think.
Well, I gotta show you guys
About
what
that.
while I'm on here.
I can't send mulberry wine up across the border, which
I'll have to
unfortunately.
check what it is in French because I have no idea what mulberry is.
Oh man, I wish I didn't take such a blurry picture, but check this one out.
Here.
That's mulberry?
No, those are my
Yeah.
blackberries.
Oh,
That plant is going
Here's the word
crazy.
for it.
yeah.
I hope it works. Mallory?
Oh, I know what mulberry is. Okay. Yeah, I don't really like those. Mûrier, yeah.
I looked it up in French. That's what it said.
Yeah, des mûres. My
I
kids
couldn't
love
pronounce
them.
it, but I found it.
Yeah, mûrier. Yeah, my kids love them, but I don't really like them that much.
They're
Oh. How?
Hit the wrong button. But check this out. So I took this picture on the 8th of my corn, beans, and squash,
Yeah.
and they've already grown like another 2 feet, and I keep having to harvest. I have to cut
dang it.
the
Hit the
leaves
wrong
from
button.
up on the front because those leaves, they get like this
They're so
big,
huge.
like
Totally.
dinner
Are you
plate.
doing the Three Sisters?
Yes.
Oh, cool. I've never done that before.
Oh man, it is. They are taking off.
That is so cool.
But I also have behind. You can actually. Actually, I don't know if you actually can see it, but I actually have tomato trellis frame, right? It's like dead center in the middle that goes across,
Okay.
and I'm
We
using
will,
that because my beans we're growing faster than the corn
Bye,
was.
Sean.
Later, Sean. Have a good one, brother.
you well, brother. Thanks for coming.
Ooh, meatball sandwich actually sounds good. But yeah, I had to throw the trellis up to get the beans to climb up something because the beans grew faster than the corn.
Yeah, they
They
always say you
took
have to
off.
plant the corn before, like a good few weeks before.
Yeah, I realized that after the fact because I've never really done this before. It was just a test to see what I could do. But yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to plant the corn like a month before the beans, and then watch them go. But oh man, the reason why I was asking you guys earlier on before the live started is if you wanted to see a video or me do a live stream. But I'm actually just gonna do a live stream in the garden and show you guys. I have beans everywhere in that thing. That's the most beans I've gotten off of any of my plants because I tried growing them
Awesome.
last year and I only got like a handful. I can get a handful off of like 2 plants.
So what's your favorite kind of bean?
That's amazing.
Oh, I can eat, dude. It doesn't matter. I'll eat any beans. I'll even eat lima beans, and most people don't like lima beans.
It's how they're prepared is the problem.
I can eat, dude. I'll eat a lima bean raw. I don't care.
My beans, I like to harvest them when they're not too big, when they're still small and tender. And I'll just eat them right off, like in the garden, and then I freeze them a lot. I blanch them and I freeze them, so I have them all winter. I prefer them that way.
Yeah, I want to show you guys the it's the zucchini squash that I'm
zucchini.
growing.
Yeah.
I think it was, which one? Hold on, I'm gonna figure out which one I planted again. It wasn't that one.
He needs a seeds Rolodex.
I wish. I think it was one of these. It was the Ford Hooks zucchini squash. I think is what I planted with my corn
Okay.
and my beans. But I have one, like no joke. That sucker is probably about that big around.
But
And
zucchini doesn't
like this.
it doesn't vine out though.
It grows up and then just kind of like lays over.
Yeah, I think for the Three Sisters, did
Yeah,
they say
there's a
that?
specific squash you gotta plant. You gotta plant with it, but they don't specify.
I think they plant the crawling, the vining squash, so that it covers more ground, and it provides like more shade
So
to keep everything moist. I think that's why they say to use the vining.
I'm gonna
squash.
I'm gonna have to send you a picture on Insta just to show you what I have to trim the leaves every few days or every week because I'm not joking. Those leaves get like this big, and
I
it'll take, like,
know.
5 or 6 of them, and it'll just cover the entire front of that bed, and I have to keep trimming them off. And the stalks, I'm cutting them off of stalks as thick as my thumb.
I
Like, they're
know. They
massive.
get huge.
Like if that thing was growing in water, I would assume it was a lily pad.
Yeah, no, they get really big.
Like, I mean, I've got fairly good sized paws here, but like those leaves are like a good 3 inches around each paw, and I'm like, I don't have small hands.
Yeah, you'll see they get really big.
Oh, you'll see. Well, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a live. Joe was asking me about that earlier when I'm gonna do another garden update. I was telling him if I get a day off next week, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, I'll just do a live in the morning,
All right. Yeah.
which will be like afternoon for you guys. But
Yeah. And we're outside. I've been busting my chops seriously for the past few weeks. Ben's been out of commission, so
yeah,
I
he tweaked his back again, and you said the kids weren't feeling well either.
yeah, we were all sick. And
Oh,
so
no.
yeah, it was like I'm still getting my voice back a little bit, but like I didn't turn on my computer like very much last week at all. Like I just didn't have the energy.
I've been working 10-hour days the last 2
Yeah.
weeks. I've been coming home too tired to even, do much other than a little bit.
Yeah. I know
That's how I
Ben's
was for
like
3 days.
Ben will look and he'd be like, "You didn't even turn on your computer today?" And I'd be like, "No." And he's like, "Well, okay, you're really not feeling well." Because I always turn on my computer like first thing in the morning. And
I don't turn mine on until I get home. But usually I get on my phone for a little bit. But
yeah.
generally I get home, I sit down in my chair, which I'm sitting here, and I'm out cold. I'm just sleeping, whether I want to or not.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I could do that some days. Dude, all you want to do is in the heat down here is just sleep under something cold. Like,
Well, we got the air conditioner
being
running in the
outside
background.
is like killing me.
We have it on.
Yeah, I've been
set up
in the greenhouse when
running
it's sunny.
71
Gosh, it's hot.
Oh, yeah, I got that little one. Let's see. It is 80 degrees inside in my room right now, and it's 83 degrees in my greenhouse. And I have the door open in the greenhouse.
Yeah.
I think that actually, my thermometer actually got to 109 the other day because I had the door closed. I opened the door in there,
Yeah.
and it was like getting punched with heat. I was just
Yeah.
like, no, why? But
It gets
it
hot.
dries out anything I need to dry in the greenhouse. I can just set it in the greenhouse. It'll be dry in 4 hours.
Dry?
Dry.
If you close the door, you don't have the humid heat over there.
I got
True, yeah.
dry heat. It's like oven heat.
Yeah, like if I go into the greenhouse, like I will like literally be hit with heat, but with vapor. You'd be like,
Oh, you get that.
I'll be all
muggy
wet.
heat. Yeah, see, if I had more of these, if I had a ton of this mesh for the dehydrators, if I just had like full solid sheets, I could just lay them on the racks that I have in there, and I would literally have everything would be dry within 4
Wow.
hours.
That's
It wouldn't
awesome.
even matter what it was. Man, I'm
That's awesome.
disorganizing over here.
Awesome. Hey, Colin, I thanks for having me up, but I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah, you're getting ready to fall asleep.
Yeah,
Get some
it's like midnight, so I
I
have to.
understand. Get some rest. I'll catch you the next time. Be
All
well.
right.
Now,
Sleep well.
Bye,
Later
guys. Bye,
now.
Celia. Bye, everybody in the chat.
We're gonna tuck you in. Go to sleep.
Good
Hey,
night.
Johnny, are you paying attention? Johnny. I want to be
Yeah,
really annoying.
Johnny.
Are you paying attention?
Johnny comes marching home again. Hurrah, hurrah.
That was the ants come marching home again.
No,
The ants go marching in.
Johnny comes marching home. Is a
Johnny.
very old song.
Johnny, where'd it go? I got the 2.0 Fowler card, sucker. Eat on that one. I was messing with him because he probably hasn't gotten his yet.
You know he's making more than you and me put together, right?
Yeah, probably. But he's also going to wear himself out and probably make himself sick.
Backwoods Barbarian did a version of that, which I won and still waiting to get it. Actually, Raymond showed his. Similar to that.
I would love to see the archery card. I know that the cards that you got, Cliff, there's an archery one in there somewhere.
You know what? Let me bust out Grimm's site real quick. Give me a moment, folks.
Yep, exactly, Tamara.
Good thing I got this on speed dial. Speed search. Yeah, I think they have an archery card, but it's been a while since they put that one out. Like a long while. Jump. All items. Blab, 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 blab.
Johnny just said he hasn't gotten
Load
his.
everything.
Well, Raymond got his,
Yeah.
so I should be getting mine, hopefully mine soon. But with the post office and they had
thank
the
you, Tammy.
issue in the sorting center a while back, they haven't been up to full speed. So it's probably stuck somewhere in the mail system as usual.
I don't
Oh,
get
yeah.
any of those cards.
Check this one out, Johnny. This one came with it, too.
That's cool. If only it was a real one.
Well, it's a survival dog tag, so you have things like this.
What's it do?
Glow in the dark.
Oh, that actually is kind of cool.
Yeah. So you got the reflective mirror on that side, and you can see it actually works really well.
Please forgive me for yawning, folks.
Yeah, see, look at that watch. Where's that at? Where's that? I see Raven there.
Congrats, Johnny, on realizing you need to charge your phone.
There's Colin right there. So look, it's actually got a good mirror finish on there.
Hey, that's good for starting fires.
If you can get the angle right, yeah. I like the fact that it glows in the dark for like a good forever. Let's see, I'm trying to see if they have the.
Have you been backpacking before? I know you have the gear, but I wasn't sure if you've ever been backpacking.
Long time ago. Long time ago. We have a weaving kit.
I'm ordering myself tomorrow a new day pack to replace this one. Cliff, I've got to replace this one.
What's wrong with that one? Little holy?
More than just a little holy. Give me a second. It's ripping apart.
Ooh. You can probably just reseam it.
I've done that 5 times.
Gotcha. So you're looking for this one, Colin?
I think so, yeah.
Ah! Okay, there we go.
How much was that one?
They're like $20. Yeah, honestly, dude, your best bet is to just subscribe to them, do the $20 monthly.
Thing is, I don't want everything.
Give them to Evan. Or I mean, not Evan, to Ian. Sorry, brain fart.
Yo, give them to Ian, or he just acquires as mine and walks off with them.
That right there.
He kind of reminds me of the seagulls from Finding
Finding Nemo when he's all on the dock and they're like, mine.
Well, every time I get something and I can't use it, he says mine.
Colin, that's why you have children for.
Child, one.
Again, what he has child for.
That's why you have a child. They take whatever you don't want.
No, the thing is.
Or even the stuff that you do want.
The bow that he acquired the first time, I didn't even get a chance to even tell him I wanted to send it back to get the right bow. He just grabbed it, said mine, and walked off, put it in his room. And it's kind of hard to get away from that. That one is a good one. I like that one.
Yeah, because it's got the good lashing points right dead center.
Exactly. You know what would be really cool, Cliff?
Ice cubes?
Besides that. No, using dogwood shavs.
Ooh.
Would that be so cool or what?
Yeah, the problem is that one tag is $8.50 plus you got shipping, so you're probably looking at about $12 just to get that.
Well, if I'm going to do just that dog tag thing, I'd also get the archery card on top of it to get them. I'll get 2 of them instead of
make it worth it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good night, Joe. Take care. Stay safe.
Laters, Joe. I'll catch you on the Sunday night.
Oh, that's right.
I'll be there for the Sunday seed giveaway. Hopefully, if I can actually remember. I
And
get the
Cliff, don't
notification, but
forget,
it's
he's
usually
also
busy.
having a big draw where he's putting together a nice box for a giveaway, which is coming in July. Details to follow, which is supposed to be something awesome. He stated, what was it, last week? It's going to be around the $300 to $400 range in prizes. So it's going to be a really good piece for some lucky person.
Yeah, I remember him mentioning that like a week or so ago about doing a really big giveaway.
But you have to be in the live in order to win. So
Yep.
please remember, check out Garden State Gardener, and you have to be in there to win. Also, he just put out a video for Sunday's draw in order to register. So please register.
I don't even think I registered for one of them, and he just chucked me in there anyway because he always sees me in the chat. And so I was just like, and then I won, and I was just like, what? I won? I got an email from him like, you won. I'm just like, I'll just pass it on to the next person. They got
Which
plenty
really-
of feeds.
Yeah, the last couple that I've won, Cliff, Will let me know that I won. Thing is, one of them was from Will.
Well, that makes sense that Will would let you know that you won something.
Yeah, but another one was from another guy, and I won a $20 gift card.
Nice.
I wasn't even trying. I mean, I just signed up. You sent a card. I go, okay.
Here you go, Colin. This is one of the info cards.
Wow, your picture just cleared up crystal clear right before you did that. Here, let me make that bigger.
Yeah, my thing's gonna be stupid right now. It's not even doesn't even want to focus. Come on, there we go.
How to make an arrow? Okay. How much for the playing cards?
They're $1.80 a piece.
No, the set.
The set, I don't know. You'd have to buy them individually in order to get it.
They should sell them by the set too.
Not necessarily. I'm looking for it, and I have not run across it yet on their website.
Have you actually typed in playing cards?
Well, they're $1.85 a piece. So the thing is, you just kind of get them. You get 2 of them every month. Let's see. Nope.
Johnny says, I want all the cards.
I'm working on it. I've got one
something
complete.
I found a while back while I was doing my searches through secondhand stores. I found playing cards with World War II playing cards with old Japanese bombers and stuff on it.
Nice.
I wasn't into them as much as Ian is now. If I would have known what they were worth, I would have grabbed them.
Let's see. Filter.
Okay. Johnny, take a break from breaking down the pallets and get up here.
You can take me off the big screen.
No. They all want to see your pretty face.
Oh man, they're in for a surprise because this looks like road rage.
Why does it look
Johnny,
like
after
road
a long
rage?
night at work,
Because this is the face of what would happen after you hit your face on the road. Road rage. Technically, road rash is what I meant to say, but in my brain, I'm
right?
not quite all there right now. Yeah, I think I would actually have to personally contact Grim about maybe seeing about buying the entire set of the EDC cards.
Because I think it'd be kind of cool to have them.
Well, like I said, I get 2 of them every month. I mean, this is what I store them in.
That's cool.
I've also got my Grim sharpening paper in here too. But I have, I think it was this side.
J&J just posted something you might be interested in, Cliff.
Nope. Lowe's.com. Does it say PDF? I'll check that out real quick. Oh, corn. Yeah, see, that's what I said. I've got Lowe's and Home Depot. My computer went spazzed, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
Yeah. But anyways, as I was saying, I work 2 minutes from a Home Depot. I can literally see Home Depot from my work. But yeah, check this out. This is 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6. Nope. Yep. So I've got my spades. This is this kit. This is a complete set right here, or a complete suit. Now this stuff, honestly, these cards, Colin's about to fall asleep.
Yes, I am. I'm just getting ready to say it. I'm getting tired.
I can see you slumped over. It's the typical old guy slouch. You just start doing this, and then they get lower and lower, and then they're just done.
I was starting to yawn earlier. I'm almost out of Pepsi. That's the problem.
So
Plus, you've been
time to
on
start
for
wrapping
4
this up.
hours.
Actually, that's kind of standard. 3 hours, 11 minutes, 36 seconds.
Good night, Tamara. Tamara.
Tammy. She said Tammy.
Good night, Tammy.
Be well, Tammy. Thank you for coming.
I don't even know what chat I'm supposed to be looking at anymore. There we go.
Yeah, plus it's 11 minutes past midnight here, so I think it's I'm gonna call it. So everybody, take care, stay safe,
Thank you for coming.
and we'll see you. Bye.
Have a good one, Raven. Dear Cecilia, take care. Have a good night.
Be well, pleasant dreams. Good night.
Yeah, if you want, just go to Colin whenever you get a chance. Just go to a Grim Workshop, and
Right.
then you'll be able to find all kinds of stuff on there. They got all kinds of nifty survival stuff.
Because I don't need a ton of stuff. You know, like the cards are cool and everything, but I'm only interested in a certain select few.
You can get those certain select few. If you get them all in one transaction, it won't be as bad because you won't have to pay like shipping every time you get one sent out.
And if they do ever sell the cards separately, that's one of the things I want. Why? Because that's what I want.
Probably will at some point, but I figure I could probably and then see if they would actually sell an entire complete set.
Yeah. Because
Just
you know
a-
what would be interesting though? Using those tips on homemade arrows using my new survival bow.
That would actually be kind of cool.
Exactly. Or take it out bow fishing. You know, they got those fish gigs that those cards they're supposed to have, right?
Oh, dude, they probably have at least 8 or 10 different versions of spear cards. I mean, dude, even if it's a spear card, you can just you could work that to an arrowhead anyway.
Right.
Ew, and root beer beef jerky and a root beer float. Shawnee, what is wrong
There
with
you go, Shawnee. Thank you for coming.
that? Is both
Beef jerky I can understand.
the root beer float on top of beef jerky is just that's asking for butt trouble.
Okay. You want to know where that canvas tents? Panther Primitives online. Give me a second. Let me get you that one because that's the kind of one I actually have.
Oh my god, I have a somewhere in my emails. I have a canvas tent supplier that sends me emails every now and then because I signed up for them months ago and I forgot about it. But I mean, you get the like old school army tents where you have to have the pallet board floor and then you erect the tent up on there and then you like staple them to the bottom.
Well, this one here is the one that I have.
Oh, I'm so jealous, Will. You went to Outback. I haven't gone to Outback in a long while.
Oh, we want to get one for when we're going to get a second one to go with rendezvous because we can do rendezvous and we want to put a stove in it as well. Not because we need to for most of the booze because we cook outside over the fire anyway, but I just want one because I want one.
If you really want to do one, just get a yurt.
Don't want a yurt. It doesn't fit the rendezvous.
I know yurt is just kind of like really awkward and it's big, but if you have a stationary place to keep it, a yurt is perfect.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I've seen some really beautifully made yurts. We're talking 20 to 30 a foot across
Yeah,
yurts.
you can get
I
some
mean, these
huge
things, even with the open central part for the fire, they're beautifully made, sectioned off, rooms, everything. Hardwood floors. Yeah. But Panther Primitives, I paid for $1,200 for my 12-foot round about 20 years ago. You're most welcome, Shawnee. I really appreciate it. Panther Primitives, you should actually check their stuff out too, Cliff. Might get a kick out of them.
I'm actually looking at them right now.
Look at, I mean, you can look through their catalog, and you wouldn't believe the stuff they have.
I might actually just requisition a catalog. It's the Military Pavilion, Medieval, French, Civil War. Heck yeah, dude.
They're supposed to have an online catalog. Yeah, you could. Yeah, there's the free online catalog.
Yep.
I haven't updated my catalog in a while, but I mean, there's stuff in here that is just way cool. I wish I could afford to get it back. This is when I couldn't afford it, but I'm waiting for it to load up right now. The actual paper catalogs were much better than the online ones any day.
Yeah, I like getting old school catalogs. Are always fun because you can just like chill and look through them. You don't have to look at them and wait till you're.
Other good catalogs you can check in is the Smoke and Fire catalog. They're pretty cool.
I'll try to go through my emails and see if I can't find that canvas tent supplier that I keep getting emails from. It's in there somewhere, but I know the minute I open another tab, my computer's gonna freak out because I have something like 2,000 emails in my thing right now.
Check that one out. That's what I want to get for the rendezvous for me. The Trader's Tent.
All right. Good night, Jeff. Take care, man. Thanks for joining us.
Night, brother. Thanks for coming.
I'll wait till that link posts, and then I'll. Damn bugs. Dude, seriously, there's a bug landed. I got a bug landed on my keyboard. Or on. Get off. I hate these little beetles, man. They're a pain. Where'd it go? All right, I'm just going to squish you on my desk and stick you in the trash. It's making me mad. Computers. Nope. All right. Let's.
Oh, there we go. That's a little bit better.
My stuff froze on me, so I had to close out my. But yeah, I'll try to find that link for you, Colin, the next day or two. I'll try to send it to you for the other canvas tent place. I actually almost thought about getting.
I forgot to tell everybody in here. Okay, if I don't see you tomorrow, have a happy Father's Day. I know there's a lot of dads out there, so happy Father's Day.
Yeah, see, that's that
I know
right there.
You're just an uncle, but still.
Yeah, that right there, Colin, that wall tent is similar to what I get sent for my emails.
These things are guaranteed for life.
Well, yeah, it's freaking like 800 layer canvas, like 800 freaking whatever canvas.
Yeah, you can get them with anywhere from 8 by 10 all the way up to 14 by 18.
8 by 10, honestly, is more than enough for two people.
Well, Jenny and I were thinking more of the 10 by 12. That way we can have our bedroom in the back and our living area up front. Add a stove type hole insert for $75 and partitions and everything else.
Yeah, see, my problem is I don't have anywhere to go with this stuff, so it'd be like, for me, it would just be having it, but not being able to use it.
Thing is, I could probably get you in contact with a local SCA group, and you would just have a blast.
I got to have time off is the problem.
That's the only issue for you. But the thing is, sometimes you have to make time.
That's the problem. I have a hard time making time just with the time that I have because I'm always working.
I know.
You'll come to find out, Colin, once you start planting your garden, you're going to run out of time real fast.
I run out of time already, and I don't even have my garden up yet.
Exactly. Mine's up and running full blast right now. And I have my hands full with that, plus work, plus doing standard yard maintenance. That's why half the time I'm over here or with you guys, I'm like half dead. My brain just shuts off because I don't know what gear I'm in or what day it is.
When I get back from my trip, there's something the challenge that you and me and Johnny and now Evan and a couple others are going to do is the archery challenge. Basically, you guys choose what I have to shoot at, and how do I have to shoot it.
I still say you got to shoot a dime at 30 yards.
That's a little bit, excessive,
Sideways.
I know someone who could do it, but I can't. I'm honest about my skills level set.
Oh, I know. It's a completely unrealistic goal. I mean, you'd have to be like an absolute freaking wizard god archer to hit something that skinny.
Byron Ferguson can do it. You know who that is?
Name sounds familiar, actually.
He actually hits dimes. And guess who's just entered the building?
Now Johnny gets here?
Now Johnny gets here.
I'm
finally,
late.
Colin's about ready to go to bed here, and Johnny finally shows up.
Right. I just got done getting some new pallets, and just been working a lot. I actually thought I was gonna have to go to the doctor today because we got like this voicemail for me to go to the doctor for some reason, like they're calling me in. So we went all the way out to town to go to the doctor, and they're like, "Oh, that was just a mistake. You're not even supposed to be here. We don't even have an order for you." I'm like, "Really?" Came all the way out here to town to go and like realize that you guys accidentally sent me one of those automated voice message machine things. I guess no news is good news, right? So I decided.
So Johnny, what kind of perks do you get other than money and benefits at your new job?
I got my huge raise. I'm pretty much like the highest paid person in there now, and then I've got 2 weeks paid vacation plus my bonuses. So I get bonuses, and then I get holiday pay, and then I get 401k, and then I get medical and dental if I want it, but I'm already on medical and dental at the Four Seasons. I went to the taco truck yesterday, and I was supposed to quit. Yeah, it does glow good.
Yeah, that thing glows. Here, let me get it charged with the get it real charged.
I was supposed to quit. Oh yeah, that thing's bright. I was supposed to quit, but I was there working, and the guy's so bummed out, my friend. So I decided to stay on. I just told him I can only work 1 day a week. So, and I'm getting shipped around now too. So, because I'm getting cross trained at all the restaurants. So, just been really, really busy. Putting in 15-hour days every day. Yeah. So,
when do you sleep, Johnny?
I've been getting around like 4 to 5 hours of sleep a night. Like,
that sounds like me normally.
If I'm lucky, So, but today's my day off, so I'm gonna go and get a haircut. I gotta cut down these pallets. So I got plenty of firewood around and some building material, and then I'm gonna weed eat the lawn and pick the weeds and plant that corn we were talking about, Cliff.
Dude,
you didn't see the corn I posted in here.
Did you see the corn I posted for you guys yesterday?
No, I missed it.
That, by the way, Johnny, that was corny.
Yeah, right. It had a piece of corn growing off the corn. It was like full on hermaphrodites. So I had to make elotes. I made elotes yesterday on the food truck. So I was peeling the corn. I was shucking the corn and tying them off with some butcher's twine and all that. And I opened that one and I'm like, what in the heck? I've never seen anything like that before. It's like a corn growing off of the corn.
Yeah, it happens. It's not uncommon.
Oh,
Johnny,
wow. Beautiful.
That's from Iowa, actually. It's Iowa-based heirloom corn, Indian corn.
Man, that's an awesome set of corn right there. Hold
And
on.
it's a good price.
Anne's over here bugging me. Hold on. Here. See, that's her right there. Me to it? I'm not gonna have time for that, Anne. No, I'm not gonna have time for that. That's just ridiculous. No, I mean, if they want that, they
You can start
can.
calling her "You Are My Sunshine" because with that, all you can see is a bright light where her face is supposed to be.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
So her pastry chef keeps bugging us. He's got a motorcycle. He's got a big Harley, and it broke down. And he keeps trying to get us to tow it for him because I got a motorcycle.
Cool,
trip.
Jason. You
And I'm
did
so-
some archery
I'm so
recently.
busy, I haven't had time to do it. So he's over here asking me if I can tow his motorcycle for him. I just don't have the time. Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Oh, Johnny, I'm not sure if you heard, but after I get back from my backpacking trip in a couple weeks, the archery challenge is on.
Okay.
So basically, I guess there's like 4 or 5 of us now. Somebody else chooses what the target is and how they're going to shoot it.
Okay.
So I'm not sure. I think we're going to just do a random draw, see who draws for who
I'm gonna try to shoot the broadside of a barn
from the inside.
I want
from
someone
like
out.
3 feet away.
I tell you what. I want someone out there in this challenge to send me some tannerite, and I'll shoot tannerite. But ooh,
We're going to make it within reason because we don't want to destroy arrows. Remember, we only have so many.
yeah, right.
And I just got some really cool new carbons. I do not wish to blow up.
You got to go and get the cheap ones, like what me and Cliff have.
I don't
Cheap, those
use
are
cheap
60
equipment,
bucks,
Johnny. It
6.
just doesn't work for me.
They're like $10 a piece.
I like having my arrows intact when I shoot them.
Right. Cheapies. I got the cheapies.
I like not watching my arrows disintegrate when they hit a target.
Exactly, that too. But I mean, I don't know who's going to choose me, who's going to choose who I'm going to choose. It's going to be completely random.
Cool.
But then you got to video yourself doing whatever you're challenged to do.
All right.
There is no winners, there are no losers. Just basically skill, just to have fun with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a giveaway coming up soon. I'm making mulberry jam tonight, and then I'm making a Hawaiian chili water. And I'm gonna do
Johnny, I'm having trouble hearing you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a giveaway soon. It's gonna be a mulberry jam, and then Hawaiian chili water, and then I'm going to probably give away a few knives and some other small stuff. So
I'll take that nice Damascus one if you're giving that away.
You know,
did you see my video on Monday? I think it was.
You know, it's
Johnny?
funny. I went first thing off of getting promoted. I went and bought another one, Cliff. And Ann wanted one, so I bought 2. I bought one for her too.
I'll take that. The first one you got then.
Oh man, that thing is discontinued. I wanted that one. It was a limited series. They stopped making it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Check this out, Johnny.
Techie Japan. Oh, that thing's awesome.
$5.
You know, that's full on Harry Potter right there.
This is pre-Harry Potter, dude.
By the way, I got to do this on my live next week when I do the garden tour. I'm going to do an unboxing as well. This is part of the order that's actually going to Colin. I have to open it.
Awesome.
I got some cool stuff in here.
I just got a box, man. I did an unboxing, but I haven't put the video up yet. I got my box from Zach Fowler finally.
Nice. I think I'm going to have to go order some bands from his site. I think I want some like 10-pounders.
I got bands and steel, and then I got a couple of Spetsnaz shovels, and then I got
the shovels are probably the only thing I would probably pick up.
I got 3 of the Spetsnaz shovels because Slinky's birthday is next week. I bought him one. He's like all into digging.
How old is Slinky going to be?
He's gonna be 10.
Huh?
10.
10.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he's going to be a decade.
Yeah.
He's hitting the double digits now.
I know, right? If we could just get him to go and behave like double digit, you know, it's like, you know, but hey, it is what it is.
Kids are kids, bro. You were probably the same way.
I was. I got him.
Hey, Johnny. Jason McDaniel just said he hit a water bottle at 11 yards.
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah. Well, Jason just built that target. Did you guys get to watch his video?
I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. I just heard about it today.
Well, Colin, let's just say he needs a backdrop ASAP, man.
He does.
And he's back there patrolling for arrows.
Oof.
Okay, backdrops are essential, not just for safety.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
it
can't shoot
sucks
without
having to
one.
hunt down your arrows.
he's playing arrow hunt, man. Scavenger hunt for arrows.
Okay, Jason, I know you can hear me. You need to build yourself a backdrop of some kind to catch your arrows. Or you have to increase your skill 1000% where you don't miss.
Dude, the easiest way to do it is go to Harbor Freight and buy like 8 moving blankets and just stick them on a 2x4 framing and just stick them at the end of the yard.
He could do
No,
that.
the easiest is to go to any sporting goods warehouse online and order archery netting. But
You know-
unfortunately, most archery netting only is limited up to 45-pound arrows,
I
which
was,
would be great for like someone like Johnny who shoots a 45,
yeah.
and yourself for the same reason.
You know, Colin, like I was hanging out with you last week. Did you get that reel thing figured out? The fishing reel?
Long-handed
No.
reel.
Actually, that fishing reel for Ian, JV is going to look at it when he comes to visit,
Oh,
and he's
dude.
going to try to help Ian fix it. And he's also, give me a second here. He's buying the bow fishing reel that I can't use
Cool.
because I ordered a reversible left-handed reel. I got a right-handed one.
Yeah, you know what
Naturally.
So on that note, call. So get this, man. I was thinking that what Jason does, right?
I'm still having trouble hearing you, Johnny.
So I was thinking what Jason does is he goes and buys that reel from you, sets it up on his bow, and then instead of going scavenger hunt for all his arrows, he just reels them in with the reel.
It depends
along
if
with
you
the
get
target.
anything or not.
He'll go. He won't even have to walk out to go get them. He can just reel them right back in.
But it depends on what he hits. If he hits a tree, he's not going to be reeling in that tree.
Well,
Nope.
what he'll do is he'll reel himself in like that kid from the Goonies. Remember, he's got that thing and he hits the trash can and reels himself in.
Slick shoes.
Oh, yeah, the Asian kid with the buckle, with the belt buckle.
Yeah, bro.
And he
Hey,
pushes
The
the button
Goonies
off
was
the
an
open.
amazing movie.
Yeah, man.
I love the Goonies.
He can go and reel himself
Who's
in.
your favorite character besides him, Johnny?
But that would work, right, Jace? I mean, come on now. That would work.
Love that movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
They should have had a sequel.
Another new season? What?
I don't know if you can make a sequel out of something like that. It's just too original.
I would love to take the pirate ship.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I take the pirate ship for the cannons, not for the gold.
Dope.
Okay, folks, it is 11:30, and I'm barely holding on. I'm rocking myself and trying to keep myself awake. It's not working.
Let's get you guys over here so you can see the mountain and the sunset a little bit.
I think I need to call it a day, because I am barely holding on.
That's a beautiful sunset, Johnny.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Take a picture. It'll last longer.
Right? Well, I get to see it every day when
Take a Prozac. It'll help.
walk out from the kitchen and I got to go and look outside by the trash bin. You know what I mean? But I still get to see it every day. And you know what else I got? I'm going to build. I'll do a video on Cliff. I went and got a Coleman pool. It's a big,
Nice.
full-size above-ground pool, man. Like you said, you texted me the other day. It's hot. You're running about 101, right?
101, 102, but it's dry heat, dude. That stuff
Oh.
sucks the life out of
Hey,
you.
Johnny, I got something to show you. This is as of today. After it rained.
Yeah. See, man, you know, it is so hot, man. I'm not looking forward
It's
to this.
humid here. That's the problem. It gets humid here
Really? See, it's not
on
humid.
top of the heat. But I do really need to call it, guys. I do. My eyes are killing me.
All right. I'll catch you later, guys.
A little bit.
I love you, brothers.
Peace, my brothers.
I'll talk to you guys soon.
Yeah. See you guys soon.
By the way, Johnny, happy Father's Day.
Oh, thank you. Same to you. Same to you. Same to you, Cliff.
I ain't got no children.
I was about to say, not that
He's
you
an
know.
uncle. It counts.
You know,
I'm an uncle, not a father. Later, guys. Catch you on the flip.
All right, guys.
Love you all. Good night, everybody else. Good night, Evan. Good night, Shawnee. Good night, J&J. Good night, Grace. Good night, Jason. Good night, everybody, and good night, John Boy, wherever you are. Good night, Lori. Good night, Cliff. Good night, Jeff. I know you were gone already, but I'm saying good night anyway. Good night, Tammy. Good night, Joe. Good night, Mallory. Good night, Bruno. Good night, Sandwich. But I have to go. Love you all. Love you.